How are you this morning? Good morning, Rufai. How are you this morning? Good. Exciting news. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is back. Yay! But I mean, I was hoping to get a video, though, from our State House correspondent. I was like, I do have a video of when, you know, his return and all of that. But he's back from Europe. So, he's back. Well, that's the statement. He's back from Europe. Well, all right. Well, let's begin what's trending. Nigerians have taken to social media to register their frustration over the 0.5% cybersecurity levy imposed by the Central Bank of Nigeria. Well, on Tuesday, the Social Economic Rights and Accountability Project issued a warning to the federal government to reverse the levy, which is to take effect in 2 weeks. The non-profit organization threatened to take the government to court should the directive not be withdrawn in the next 48 hours. Serap made this known in a post on X. Its statement reads, the Tinubu administration must immediately withdraw the grossly unlawful CBN directive to implement Section 44 of the Cybercrime Act 2024, which imposes a 0.5% cybersecurity levy on Nigerians. We'll see in court if the directive is not withdrawn within 48 hours. Well, I mean, Serap, as always, is doing the Lord's work. You know, I mean, these court orders and, you know, lawsuits, we've seen them go around trying to issue these statements. But I believe you all discussed this with Tiliwa Adebanjo. But I wanted to... Yes, but I wanted to make sure that, you know, our viewers and the government hear what Nigerians are saying. Also, the Nigeria Labour Congress has issued a statement. Their statement reads in part, the Nigeria Labour Congress vehemently condemns the recent directive by the Central Bank of Nigeria to levy a 0.005% cybersecurity levy on electronic transfers. Extracting this levy from the people who are already kwashiorkored by the government policies in order to throw money at cybersecurity will not make our cyberspace better, just like it has been our experience in the past. We see this as a cybersecurity levy that will inflict severe social security on workers and masses. This levy stands as another tax that is too much for Nigerians, bothering them with additional financial responsibilities. We see this levy as another gang up by the ruling elite to continue its extortion and exploitation of hapless and helpless workers and the masses. Well, this is a tweet from Kalu Aja. All he wrote, tax, borrow, print and buy yacht. Tax, borrow, print and buy SUVs. Tax, borrow, print and fly on private jets. IGR is not a measure of development. The embarrassing basics are absent. 1, clean drinking water. 2, cheap food. 3, security. Yet we have 2 broken down presidential private jets and a new billion naira VP villa. Are you not entertained? Ayo, are you entertained? I can see that you want to speak. There was a graphic that was on the screen there showing what the breakdown would be if you were to send 10,000 naira. If we can pull that up as well, there you have it. I think also there are 16 transactions exempted from the CBN cybersecurity law. 1 is loan disbursement and repayment. 2, salary payments, intra-account transfers within same bank or between different banks for the same customer. 4, intra-bank transfer between customers of the same bank. 5, other financial institutions' instructions to their correspondent. I think as we speak, the other exemptions will be displayed on the screen there for our viewers to know that there are about 16 exemptions that will allow you not to pay that 0.5%. Ayo, quickly.
All right, just very quickly, this conversation actually started last year. I do believe that, I mean, to be fair to the Senate, it was raised last year when they said $500 billion was lost annually to cybercrime in Nigeria, and there was a need to amend the existing law. And they did have a public hearing, and this was instituted by the chairman of the Senate Committee on ICT and Cybersecurity, Shoaib Salisu. However, I suspect that what happened, even Mr. Adebayo said that, there were a lot of distractions around the many issues that were plaguing Nigeria. Yes. That when you hear a cybercrime act, a number of people didn't pay close attention because they didn't quite understand how that would affect, in terms of the monies, how the monies would be raised to fund fighting that. And I think that's a big challenge here. Yes, a number of things unfortunately went under the sight of people who would normally watch and check. But even if we didn't, it's just, like we said, morally, common sense-wise, with what is happening here, the question that NLC is asking is this the right timing?
The right time?
We've just increased electricity tariff. Fuel, we've increased that, fuel subsidy gone, price of PMS high. Everything seems to be skyrocketing. We looked at food inflation, which is on the high side, and then you introduce another burden on Nigerian people. It just seems, Oji, like that the government is insensitive to the cries and the hunger and the despondency of Nigerians currently. And instead of looking to make life better, what it just seems is that it's looking to tax and overtax and overtax and overtax. That's the real challenge.
I wish I listened to your interview because I'll have asked this question about, this is what a lot of users on social media had asked, how does it really apply eventually? So the money goes into the NSA account, right?
To the central bank.
Of course, but eventually they are the ones that disperse it, that will disperse it at the end of this. It doesn't serve as some sort of insurance. What if my bank gets hacked? Then what?
I hope with this I will never get a hack. Or if
it gets hacked, they will refund my money. They will refund my, I like that.
Yes, and something.
If I have 50 billion naira in my account today and it gets hacked, please. Yeah, why not? I'm just saying if. Why? Wish me now. Why are you surprised, Dr. Abati? This is not a joke. Go ahead.
All right, my people, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much, my people. It's good to be back again. We apologize for coming on late. We'll be facing lots of challenges since from 6 p.m., but I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to explain it. I don't want to express it. But I just want you guys to know that I will always put in my best to be here with you guys if I can. Thank God that we are here again today. So let's do this together. I appreciate every one of you, my wonderful people. I want you guys to understand that what we are doing here is not everybody that is happy about it, but that is fine. Thank you very much. I can see we have a couple of people watching us. We have about 400 people already watching us right now across. On Nigeria Watch, we have about 314 there watching us. Guys, help us to press on the like button, help us to share, and let's do this together. But I'd like to quickly acknowledge the people that's already here with us. I just posted the link. Why is Black Panther like asking for link when link have been posted all the time? You just commented on that of my link twice. Link. You're always doing this. Me, I don't understand though. Black Panther. Person posted the link. People are already on the bar stage. You'll be asking link. Don't you look at the comment section before asking these things? Anyway, let me move on. I appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for being there, for all you do. Thank you very much, everyone right there. Thank you so much for your time with us. I'd like to quickly appreciate Michael Okata, Do Light Wash, CXL, Wisdom Lucky, Patience Demudia. God bless you all. Luciano, Hayes also said, Sagovo Konga, Obvious Peters, Patricia Enofe, my dear sister. Thank you. God bless you all. Peter Inegbe, Sagovo Konga. Thank you, my wonderful people. Patience, Egian Rowa. Thank you, Vitus Akwembele, Didi Anthony. Thank you, my wonderful people. Messina Morigi. Thank you for joining us. Amaka E, all the way from X. God bless you. Thanks for joining us. Abo Azi, thank you very much, sir, for all you do. Thank you, Wisdom Lucky, and thanks, Peggy Modi. Thank you very much, man, for joining us always. Shuks Leo, it's good to see you right there. Delaja Ogombeyi. Thank you very much. God bless you all, my people. Press on the like button, post to share. Dixon in the Agbon, and God will bless you, all my people. Thank you very much, Samota Bright, Stella Masavedo, Martin Benjamin. Thank you. Great Mind is in the building. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate. I just wanted to verbally appreciate every one of you right there. Kate Morris say SO. Thank you. God bless you all. I appreciate you all, my people. Do your part by pressing on the like button, and let's do this together. Emmanuel Chooks, Nena Bona, thank you. I appreciate you all. Mike Akiambari, thank you very much. Ray Abwa in the building. Jennifer, thank you for joining us. Madam Amen Bright, good evening to you, ma. Thanks for joining us. Lucky Yamu, and many others. Mommy Sweet, I can see right there. Thanks for joining us. Watch the Amarage. Thank you very much, my people. We're almost there. Don't worry. Sese, I can see right there. Thank you very much. We give something Omori. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Michael and Mara in the building. Abe Johnny, Black Panther. God bless you all, my wonderful people. Then we have Martina Obasi TV in the building. Thank you very much, ma, for all you do. Kesta O George, thank you very much. Riomi Abdu, Usaye Ehose. Thank you for joining us. God bless you. I appreciate you, all my people. Then I have Dennis Agbode. Thank you very much for joining us. Don Faye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jude King and many others. I'd like us to move on right now. Let's move on, my people, so that we can start talking. I only have just one article, so to quickly tally up with the title that we have right there on our thumbnail. So let me quickly put this on your screen, then we'll take it from here. Guys, press on $sign, encourage what we're doing here. Coming out every day is not easy for us. You know, we can't always let you know what we pass through here. So what we need is your encouragement. Please, you know, just help us to press on the like, on the $sign, and help us to share. But meanwhile, as you can see right there, Peter Obi queries Tinubu's over CBN cyber security levy. That's what they just talked about earlier on Arise TV. It's a big thing, man. It's a big thing. It's going to affect every one of us. So if you think it's not going to affect you, don't worry. You know, until you understand the state of the nation, then as you can see right there, I'd like us to quickly take this one. Like I said, it's only the article that I have for you guys today, but let me quickly take this. For those of you that want to come in, please click on the link, join us now, and let's just start talking. The first 5 people on the panel will get 88 minutes. After that, I think I should be reducing the people that come in late to your minutes to be 3 minutes. To be honest, because if you have the same minutes with the people that started the broadcast with me, I think it's unfair to them, to be honest. You know, you cannot keep us here. We'll spend 6 hours every day, you know. So if you want us to talk about it that's affecting us together, please, you do me a big favor by joining us earlier. But you come in like 5 minutes or 2 minutes to close when we are saying good night, you just come in. I think it should be 1 minute for you. I appreciate you all, my people. When did Office of National Security Advisor become revenue collector? Peter Obi is asking that now. Peter Obi queries Tinubu over CBN cyber security. So I'd like us to take this. Obi said the taxes the current administration, Tinubu, has imposed on Nigerians are too many and are aimed at making a denying economy. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one right there since they already talk about it, so I'm not going to take much on it. But I just want us to start talking right now. Guys, help us to press on the like button. That one is more important for us on this broadcast. Because my voice and the voices of my wonderful panelists needs to go far. I appreciate you all, my people. For those of you that want to call in, if you are listening to me, please, 20 seconds is enough for you to start calling in now. If not, I'm just going to start calling on my panelists so that we can start talking and let the show keep going. Because you know that we came out late, so that's why you see it's already 30 minutes and we are talking already because I don't want to spend time on my presentation. So it's better we start talking so that we can meet up with the time that we have lost, 1 hour that we have lost or so or two. But meanwhile, this moment, nobody's calling in. Then maybe after the first or second panelists speak, then I'll come back to you guys. For those of you that are just coming in right now, appreciate you all. You see Andrew, thank you. Love Maduka. God bless you all, my people. Okay, let me come to the first person on the panel, which is Give Us Amadi, then I'll come to Mr. Alice. Give Us Amadi, thank you very much, my brother. Yes, sir.
Go to the person. Service.
Okay, wonderful.
Go to Alex.
Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. All right, Mr. Alex, you have the floor, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I greet everybody on the panel and my Mommy Diaspora. Thank you for the work you do. Thank you, everybody on the comment section. I bring you bountiful salutations from my audience table. You know, I sometimes it's always sad. You know, you can't wake up to anything good when it comes to Nigeria. There's a blanket of darkness when it comes to leadership in Nigeria. Yeah, it's so sad that these people are supposed to be our fellow citizens, supposed people who are supposed to have won elections or found their way in power. I've seen people who came to power by even violence and they became wonderful leaders. People overthrew government and they built the country. So let's assume you ran your way to election, through election, and you deceive people. So what is now the value of the power? You are not the first to go through power through illegal means. Military coup, sometimes revolution that we talk about sometimes result to military overtaking the government and building the country. Rwanda, the fastest and the cleanest, the fastest growing economy and the cleanest country in Africa right now, Rwanda. It has a military government. Rwanda is like the Singapore or the Asia or the Europe of Africa. And they are still working. So looking at the levy, I saw it yesterday. I just shook my head. It's just a shame. They're looking for how to, their eyes are on the monies of people now. Monies diasporans are saving. Money Nigerians who are living in Nigeria under harsh conditions are saving. Monies family got from deceased loved ones, inheritance. The government is beaming their eyes on that. That is what is left now. They've borrowed and borrowed and borrowed for a young government. They know they've reached a certain limit of borrowing. The currency is going to further crash because very soon by September or October, they will borrow again to fund next year election and next year budget rather. Next year budget. So it's going to be it's not looking good at all. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And yeah, it's a shame. So they are now taxing citizens. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even I can't even analyze it. It's shameful to even analyze it. We have governors, we have president, senators, rep members. They can't talk about this now. They can't. No, they can't talk. They can't talk about this. They cannot take the executive government to court. No. The Supreme Court now is sleeping. It has gone on vacation. They can't. There is no Supreme Court right now. No, they will not discuss it. Everybody who got power through the Labour Party obedient movement, all the senators, they will not discuss about it. All the rep members, they won't discuss about it. They will not raise alarm. The democracy I grew up watching or seeing in Nigeria in 1999, Chibo Kadibo, challenge Obasanjo. He said, you cannot always have your way. They took the maize home. Because without the maize, the session cannot be legal. They took the maize of the National Assembly home, of the Senate chamber home, and asked the president Obasanjo to go and do introduction to political science at the University of Lagos, so that he will know this is not a military government. That is a National Assembly that was working. That was part of the reasons that led to his mysterious early death. But he gave his life for democracy. Bola Ige, the same thing. Late Dele Giwa challenging Babangida administration, the same thing. So we have rubber stamp State House of Assemblies, National Assembly. This is supposed to be a national discourse right now by the National Assembly, by the Senate, especially the Senate and the House of Rep. This is supposed to be on the front burner just now in a democratic society. But they are not, they don't care. These are the actions and the inactions that lead many people to depression. Many are looking for a way out of the country. Many are looking for a way to, just to get out of the system. A lot of policies, wicked policies. They are not addressing joblessness, unemployment. They don't care. They are looking at the money citizens are, because they can see it through the CBN and through the banks. They can see all the banks are under the control of the CBN regulations, so they can monitor everybody's account. Now their eyes are there now. At the time they were trying to look at domiciliary account, the dollar accounts. the rumor came, and everybody on social media, everybody spoke about it, and they quickly closed that chapter. That they were trying to convert the $30 billion as a then into naira for Nigerians, making it to lose value. You can't give what you don't have. When you don't have patriotism, when you don't have, love for human being, when you have, according to history that we have, you've dealt on narcotics, and you and your cronies, your hands are not clean. You can't do anything clean. But what is really tickling my intellectual fancy is that what about the people who came to power by the military, and they are building their countries? So since you stole election, why are you not doing something good with it? What happened to compassion, to sympathy? Because leadership is compassion. People will pay their bills, they will pay taxes, they will even pay the bills that they didn't consume. It's only Nigeria, electricity company will bring you a bill that you did not consume. So what happens to those things? How do you feel when other people went through even a bloody area to go to power, and they are fixing their countries? Gaddafi of Libya, may so rest in peace, came to power through, not a democratic process. He overthrew a government, though it wasn't bloody, but he built his country. The guy in Burkina Faso, what's his name? Traore is building his country. Sankara did it. He's building his country now. Traore of Burkina Faso. Look at Mali. So what is wrong with Nigeria? Either military, civilian, why the wickedness? Why the evil of Nigerian politicians? And we take them, and December we invite them to churches. During the Muslim fasting, we bring them to the mosque. They are always at the front row. I don't know, it's a confusion. What are they doing in churches? The Bible preaches love, kindness, caring for the orphanage, caring for the widows. The Quran preaches the same thing. Okay, what is the hypocrisy about? Why do we hate ourselves? So the poor woman who selling akara that gathered 50,000 naira will do a transaction one way or the other. Somebody will help her do a transaction, they will collect 0.something% from her money. So I just feel it's a shame, Mr. Naija Watch. It's a shame. Peter Obi, there's something I've noticed. Anybody that talk these days in Nigeria, from the presidency to the opposition, if they don't use Peter Obi's name, it will not be complete. Anybody. So I love what Peter Obi is doing. He has become a second force, opposition force to the government. I'm very happy he did not run away. Because of him, anytime he talks, the man in Dubai, we quickly tell his secretary to also, say something. It's what they do. Those controlling his media handle. So I want to especially thank Mr. Peter Obi for being like a checks and balances, like a watchdog on this government. At least we have somebody to look up to, and I pray God continue to protect him. And if you look at the country right now, they are for me, they are trying to just steal money, steal as much as they can steal, both inside or from external borrowing or whatever reserve. They will steal more. Have that in mind. They will steal more. They are preparing for 2027. That is just the point. Electricity is not their business. Insecurity is not their business. Bad roads is not their business. Federal roads is not their business. Military that is in quagmire is not their business. Mahmoud or INEC, the decadence in INEC is not their business. Ensuring, transparency and checks and balances, democratic, practices is not their business. They just want to loot, and the same thing is happening at the state level. The same recklessness is what governors are demonstrating. All of them, nearly all of them, 99% of them, they demonstrate the wickedness they see at the federal level, they bring it to the state level. This is why they thwart local government, so that local government chairmen will not also do the same thing. So the state governors are also exhibiting the same wickedness. wickedness, evil-heartedness. And I'm very, the only solace I have is that none of us is going to leave this world with gold and silver, with stolen money. Everybody will be judged according to our works in the life after. So Nigeria Watch is a pitiable, dismal. Is very shameful that we have leaders who are not inspired, who are not compassionate, who have no human feelings. I don't know. Nigeria Watch, you said something a long time ago. You said, I quote, you said, is there something these people take once they enter any political position? That you even know people that are very kind, are very nice normally, but once they enter politics and they win election, they are different people. I don't know what happens. Different countries are building their countries. Nigeria, we don't know where our president is. The vice president almost lost his life due to the aircraft last 48 hours. Thank God he landed safely. That's something else. He was not also around. The Senate, I don't know what they are doing. The ministers, I don't know what they are doing. We have ministries that are not functioning. Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Water Resources, Ministry of all ministries. We don't see anything. Nothing is on ground. Only money, budget, election is coming there, election is coming here, and the people are suffering. And now the CBN and the federal government through the CBN is trying to look at the masses' money. And I want us to resist it. Let's use the social media as we are doing now constructively. Let's criticize it. Let's blow the alarm. Let the whole world hear it. Right. There's no way around the world. I know that bank charges. Yes, tell me.
Thank you. Round up. 30 seconds. Thank you.
Okay. I know that bank charges around the world, but not the way they are doing it. Not this madness. So Nigeria Watch, I will leave it here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother, Mr. Alex. That was a good submission. It's painful how they are treating Nigerians now. Nobody to cry to, nobody to talk to. Is mad, charging Nigerians, the same Nigerians that cannot afford a meal for themselves at this particular time. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But what do I know? Let me call on Black Panther to talk to us. Black Panther, please, if you're available, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Nigeria Watch. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Mama in diaspora. May God bless you. I want to thank all the patriots in the studio that have dedicated their time and services to their motherland, Nigeria. May God bless you all. I want to start by saying to all the people on the comment section, you are simply the best. I want you to, and to those that are watching us, I want you to click on the like button. And if you have not subscribed to this channel that is taking the true information to the ends of the earth, every loose and crannies, we are there. I want you to subscribe and tell your next door neighbor to come and sit down and listen and let him judge what we are saying, if it's true, if it's lie. And if you deem it right that this channel is the best, simply do what? For us to get to other places, other regions, you just need to subscribe and press on the like button. And God will continue to bless you, and we all will continue to do our best to give out good information to the Nigerian people. I want to start by saying, Alex, may God bless you for giving us something that you spoke from your heart. And then I just looked at everything. I told myself, what have I not spoken? And what am I supposed to speak? And I realized that in your speaking, in our talking, we have a lot of people out there that have not really gotten the information. And we have people in Nigeria that don't even have the energy to even to start to have sort of a light in his own home so that they can listen to us. We are not even talking about those Nigerians that don't even have a means of livelihood to buy the MTN or whatever what they are using to get hooked up to the internet. But I want to say this to every one of us in Nigeria. It might not look beautiful as I'm going to say it, but it's going to happen. It is going to get darker, my people. I have said it at the beginning of the whole thing when I spoke on what is the way forward. And I postulated 2 ways forward for Nigeria. And those ways forward I spoke about is either we change, go on GEJ Constitutional Conference, and if they find it not necessary that they cannot, there's argument on it, we should go on a new conference whereby every ethnic group can come together and prefer a solution. Because what we are having now, the politicians that are there now, they don't have solution to Nigeria problem. They don't have solution. You know, when a man is going forward to perpetrate evil, there's no positive things in his heart. All he knows is what he has been programmed for, and that is to impoverish people and get deeper and keep on impoverishing. Because the more the people are impoverished, the more richer they become. That is just it. The more they impoverish the Nigerians, the more richer they become. But one thing I spoke to every one of them, these politicians, they are more rotten than the carcass of a dog. And one thing I said, the law of gravity will act against them very soon. And also the law of reversible reaction will act against them. These 2 things that I've mentioned, they don't have power over them. And when it comes forth, there will be no mercy unto them, because the people will rise up and they will fear no fear. Because a man that fears, there might not be future. There might not be any future for him. Fear is a weapon by the evil ones to bring us down. But when the reversible reaction comes forward, when the law of gravity comes to take its course on this wicked carcass that are smelling more than the dog, then they will know that the Nigerian people are out there for them and their generation. The way Nigeria is now, there is a leverage on Nigeria. And any country that has the money can have anything in Nigeria. Because everything about world economy is all about interest. And since the Nigerian politicians are playing their gimmick and playing their rigmarole, always thinking about the election, but they have not thought about the people. And one thing I want to say also, all the things that are happening, I have always pinpoint one thing. And anytime I keep on pinpointing that thing, there will come a day where somebody will know what I'm speaking. I am saying the drivers of this vampire truck that is moving, taking Nigeria to a destination that we don't know yet. It is the Arewa group, the Arewa mafia of the Northern Caliphate. Why are they not in agreement with what the Nigerians have spoken? The Nigerians won the GEJ Constitutional Conference we had. They said no. The Nigerians went forth to ask the president, the former president, to give us a new electoral law. We had it, but they put in there a clause whereby they can switch up the beavers and they have their way. A clause whereby they can do anything and have their way. In the Niger Delta, there was a problem in the Niger Delta. There was a maiming of Nigerian military in the Niger Delta.
But that does not warrant the Nigerian military with the taxpayers' money by the people that hold the sovereignty of the nation. They went ahead to bring down the people that made them who they are today. The people that gave them the power and the position where they are today. The people that hold the resources of the land. They went there and bring them down. And they are in the bush now. We don't know what is happening. The same Nigeria state that is preaching one Nigeria, the same Nigeria state is bringing them, the old citizens, down in the Niger Delta. What is happening in the north is worse than what has happened in the Niger Delta. That is when we come to the realization that there is double standard in whatever we are doing. That is why I pinpoint and I say the drivers of this vampire truck in the Nigerian enclave, it is the Arewa group that comes from the Northern Caliphate. Until we bring down that group, until we make that group to submit to the will of the people of Nigeria, they will keep on sailing and it will keep on getting darker and darker and darker every day. We don't know where our president is, but we know there's a president in Nigeria. We don't know who is navigating the ship of Nigeria. But I tell you all today, the navigators of the Nigerian ship is the Arewa Caliphate, the mafias in the Northern Caliphate. They are the one navigating, they are the one dictating, they are the one taking our people down, they are the one doing every destruction in the Nigerian place. And we asked a question before. Is Nigeria a nation? But none of them among the Arewa group have come to answer that question. I challenge them today. They will hear my voice in the far in the north, in the northeast, in the northwest. They will hear my voice. Is Nigeria a nation? If Nigeria is a nation, if Nigeria is a nation, come to the podium, come to the press, and let's challenge it. Do you have a constitution? No. Who gave us the constitution? It is the same Arewa group that gave us that constitution. And now what we have? We have a nation that is in disarray. We have a nation that was great before, and the nation has become a laughingstock of other nations. We are now we are now a farmland to other nations to come in and farm and take their product and go to their own country. That is what Nigeria has become. And that was what it was postulated when there was the World War I. They said they are going to make Africa a farmland. And what do we have now? The farmland has started in Nigeria. And Nigeria is a fertile land where you can grow and where you can harvest your crop. But anyone that cares to pay the price to these vampire politicians that call themselves humans, Nigerians, to every Nigerians, it is high time we come up to the reality that this country will never be fixed with what we are having now. This country will never be fixed if the Arewa group don't put their hands out of the Nigerian state as it is now. If the Arewa group don't come to the round table to know that yes, this Nigeria we have is not yet a country. Until Nigeria become a country, we will all know that it is what we give to that country that will make that country great. It is not what we get from other nations that will make Nigeria great. Nigeria have everything to become the best in the country. Nigeria have everything to become the greatest nation, the greatest black nation that ever come out of the world. Who wrote your internet? Who wrote the processes for the internet to work with each other? Who wrote that software? It is a Nigerian, a professor in mathematics. Nigerian who brought a woman who has a 6-month-old pregnancy, a baby in his womb. A Nigerian man took her into the ERO and operated on the child because they gave the child a time limit that the child will be gone within those time limits. But the Nigerian woke up and operated on the lady, brought out the baby, operated on the baby, and put the baby back into the mother's womb. It is a Nigerian that did that. Everything, both in knowledge, everything that will make a country great, Nigeria have it. We have the men, we have the intellectuals to make this country great. But those that comment from the Sahel, that call themselves the Arawa group, that have decided to go into back to the 20th century, to bring those laws to bring down the people of the North and just oppose it to the entire country. Nigeria, it is time for you to rise up and take what belongs to you back. If it means for us to have a confederated state, let's have it. If it means for us to go into regional governance, let's have it. Because Nigeria must survive. If we don't survive, the generation that we have already lost, the 6 million kids that have dropped out of school, then we cannot have a role. If we continue, we cannot have a role to play in the 21st century. Because you have already lost a generation. 60 million children out of school. We lost a generation. If we don't fix it in this time, Nigeria is lost forever. And I wouldn't blame anybody. I wouldn't blame any soul for a division in the country. Because as a Nigerian state, we've already lost a generation. A generation has been lost. What else do we have to give to the world? If we have lost the youth, the generation, to this so-called Arawa Glankoyan ruling, stealing the resources of the Nigerian state and dumping it in other nations to become wealthy in other nations. That is what they are doing. If they don't stop this, then the Nigerian people will rise and the natural law will take its course. The law of gravity will take its course. And the law of reversible reaction will take its course. And these are laws you cannot change. These are laws that are given to us by the creator of this world. Nigerians, I want to tell you all, begin to galvanize yourself. Begin to get information. What is not clear to you, come to Naija Watch to listen to us as we dialogue together on how to forge our way forward, on how to take our country back. It is the time for us to take our country back. If we don't take our country back, we have lost a whole generation to this vampire politician that don't know anything about the country. All they know is to divide us. It is time for us to unite if we want to take our country back. The North, the South, the South, the East, we got to come together to beat these people out of office. In any way we can do it, we just got to come together as one unit. My father says, if you bring a broomstick, if you bring one together, two together, and you try to break it, will break. But you carry a bunch of broomsticks, bring it together, it cannot break. That is to say, if we all harness our resources and come together, they cannot break us with their tribalism, with their nepotism, with whatever ism they have. They cannot break us if we come together. Nigerians, we love ourselves. I travel the length and breadth of Nigeria. I go to the north, and now someone will give me food to eat. Right there, 12 o'clock in the midnight. I go to the west. A Yoruba man will give me a place to rest my head. I go to the east. They will give me food to eat. I come down to the south. They will give me fresh fish to eat. They will say, my brother, do you have any other problem? But now what do we have? We have been torn a piece. We have been torn into pieces. But I say, what they have done, we can rectify it. We rectify it. We'll come back and make a grand force to take Nigeria back. If we don't do it, this same generation, the 16 millions that have been dropped out of school, will fight against us. We that are here today, they will fight against us because we were not there for them. If we are not there for them, they will rise up against us. And the forces of reversible reaction will rise up against every one of us. We have to continue to speak truth to power. We have to continue to educate the Nigerian people so that they will know their right, so that they will know that in unity, nothing can break us. We'll all have to unite. The Yoruba people will all have to unite, because what is done to an Igbo man, there is a time when the reversible reaction will happen. It will happen at the right time, and you don't have any power against it. The same thing goes to the north. The same thing goes to every cardinal point of Nigeria. We need to come together. No matter what father, no matter what the mother, the womb we came from, we need to come together and form a formidable bond that no man on the spawn of a woman on the surface of the earth can break. That is the same force that is bringing Germany, America, England, and every other great country you see today that they call themselves superpower. It is because they came together and they become a bond that no man can break. We can do it. Nigerians, we can do it. If we don't do it, the 16 million that are out of school, my brothers and sisters, they will talk and they will come after us. We need to fight for them. Let it be on record that we are fighting to the emancipation of the average Nigerian who cannot eat 3 square meals a day, who cannot even eat 1 meal a day now. Nigeria Watch, I rest my case, but I'll continue this fight till the good Lord take us all. I will continue to speak truth, and I'll continue to speak truth to power. Nigeria must survive. If not, the 16 million that are out of school, they will rise up against every one of us as a strong army. My brothers and sisters, this is the time for us to rise up and speak and educate every Nigerian, no matter where you are. Whether you are in Germany, you have to come together. As we are talking now, you have to come here. Let's speak truth to power. God bless you, Nigeria Watch, and God bless every patriot out there, all over the world. Nigerians are great people and will remain great because God has destined us to be great. Please, Nigerians, we need to converge here to speak so that Nigerians all over the place will know that yes, there are people out there fighting and will continue to fight until we take the pound of our flesh from this wicked generation called politicians. Thank you, Nigeria Watch, and God bless you.
Thank you, Black Panther. You see, I didn't want to stop you on that, your wonderful submission. I'm happy that you all are speaking, to be honest, because like I've said before on this platform, it's a collective effort. Anybody that comes to this platform waiting for only me to speak, then we are not going to go anywhere. Let everybody express themselves, show your care, your passion, demonstrate your patriotism, let everybody understand what we are facing in our country. That's all. So I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate. I don't know if you are ready now. Give us a mandate. You say you are ready on the comment section now.
Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. Please go ahead. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. Thank you.
Okay, good evening to you and the panelists. Greetings to everyone. Thank you for all that you do here every day. Thank you so much for your commitment, for your dedication to your fatherland. We do this for humanity and for country. What we're doing here is for humanity and for country. So regardless of what they're doing, either to silence the voice of the people, they are not able to do that. Now, I have a question to ask you people. Is there a need for me to even speak today? That's my question. Is there a need to even see anything? If other panelists can actually, if we can form a quorum, and then we can just agree that after Mr. Black Panther has spoken, there won't be any need for any other person to speak. We can just close the broadcast today and then just cut that voice and then circulate it everywhere. Because I don't know if there's any other thing to say, but regardless of what we think, we will still have to give our submission. Mr. Alex, Mr. Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Moshola, I greet you all. I thank you all for always saying truth, speaking truth to power, always saying your voice to the people. The reason I asked that question earlier, somebody called to this channel and told the owner of the channel to either suspend, give us a mandate, and Mr. Jonathan, or ban us from coming here. Now I'm going somewhere. Mr. Alex, you said people take power and they change their country. I will ask you again with all sense of humility and responsibility, sir. Have you seen where criminals change their country? Have you seen where a criminal will take power by force and change their country? Nigeria is in a state capture. Nigeria is in a state capture. You don't see a criminal, more so a criminal drug baron. A criminal drug baron. It is not allegedly. It is there in the open. It is in America. It is all over the places. It is not news that FBI released 500 pages, tranches on the man so-called, in quotes, the president of a country called Nigeria. I've never seen it in the history of the world where a criminal, more so a criminal drug baron, changed their country. Nigeria will not be an exception, not even with who you have there currently. Now, going to what I said earlier, they just impose tax on the people. And that is the reason why their surrogates will call Mr. Elvis and say, you know what? That man called give us a mandate, and Mr. Jonathan, they are not Yoruba people, ban them because they are not Yorubas. And why are we not Yorubas? Because we don't succumb to their evil. We don't succumb to their wickedness. We don't succumb to their wickedness and their evil. We are not drug dealers. We are Omolua bees. Because what can you say today? They just imposed another tax on Nigeria. Now, Mr. Alex, you said something earlier. These guys don't know what to do. They don't have anything to do. Tinubu told you that he came to dance. He not promise you anything. And so the only way they believe they can make money for the country is by taxing the people. They will impose more tax. See, a time will come. The water you drink in your house, as you are taking the gulp, they will taxing you. They will tax you. A time will come, you go to a lodge, you start there, as you are taking your unkwobi or your black soup, as you put one from out, they are taxing you. I don't care about what these guys do. I care more about the inactions of Nigerians. I care more about because you are the one they are taxing. And your silence means that you are comfortable with what they are doing. Now, when you talk about the president leave the country, I ask you, is it the first time he left the country? Now, that is what they want to pander into, asking for the criminal drug baron. Where is the president? They are looking for legitimacy, which they cannot get. Nigerians are dying in their numbers. Okwama has become a place where Nigerians are being fight every day by military. In the first place, what is the purpose of the military? What is the duty of the military? The duty of the military is to protect its own people. Sometimes January 6th, America would have been brought down, but the military told the president, the sitting president, Donald Trump, that, oh, Mr. President, you may be the president of this country, but we don't owe any allegiance to you. We owe allegiance to the Constitution of America. That piece of paper, written by the forefathers of America. That is what we swore allegiance to. But Nigerian military swore allegiance to their own presidents, to their own leaders, to their own politicians, politicians, polylooters, polypiers, poly-wicked, poly-evil people. And that's why you see them, they pay them, they go from place to place to go defend what is evil. They cannot defend, they cannot stand for the truth. Nigerians, these guys are doing you wickedness. I think you are just comfortable. You are okay with them. And that's why they will do more and they will do more and they will do more. Because if you are not comfortable, you know what to do. Dirty Baba man told you what to do. It is your country. When you are ready, you can take back your country from the hands of these wicked people. These guys don't know what to do. They are bent on not doing anything for Nigerians. They will loot and to loot and to loot and to loot. These guys don't understand monetary policy or fiscal policy. The only way, look at Lagos is a comparison for you. What he did in Lagos is what you are doing now. How they tax the people in Lagos State when the druggie was the governor of Lagos State, and he's still the governor of Lagos State. So Nigerians, for me, I don't know if there's anything that we have not said on this on this platform. I don't know. People are being fired every day in Okwama village by the Nigerian military. America, listen. Amnesty, listen. All over the world, in case you are hearing us tonight, Nigerian military, they are committing atrocity in Okwama village in the area of Nigeria, find their own people that they should protect. What wickedness, what evil. I have never seen it in anywhere in the world where a criminal would change their country. Nigerians, it is high time for us to arise and take back our country from the hands of these people. And so Nigerians all over the world, I call on you. I call you today. Anywhere you see, maybe in Germany, in Ukraine, in Russia, in Saudi Arabia, maybe you're even in Ghana. Nigerians, arise and save your country. Arise and save your mother's land. Arise and save the young girl child that have not seen what is called good governance for the past 20 or 30 years. Nigerians all over the world, arise today and let's save our country. Duty calls. Mama Nigeria is calling you today. Arise and let's save our country. These guys are bent on destroying everything that belongs to you and I. These guys are bent on fighting our people. They have no soul. They are evil. They are callous. I said it here several times. The most wicked people on the face of the earth today are Nigerian politicians. They are evil. They are callous. They are satanic. They are demonic. They are liars, and they are satanic. Nigerians all over the world. If you are in Nigeria, begin to hold these evil men, hold them accountable from your ward councillor, your local government chairman, your governor, hold them accountable, your senators, hold them accountable, hold them responsible. These guys are evil. When you go to Edo State, that's what they can tell you, that Edo State need no bridge because they have better road network. 21st century. Everybody, men, thinking right, telling you that a state needs no bridge. They tell you that somebody will come and continue from the failure of a sitting governor. You see what is happening in Kogi State. That is what's going to happen in Edo State. These guys are evil. They are evil men. From the federal to the state, to the local government, to the world. Nigerians, arise. These people in power, they are not as many as we that are not in power. We can bring them down, and we can do it if we so wish to do it. It is our country, it is my country, it is your country. No Arewa owns Nigeria. No Arewa owns Nigeria. No Odua owns Nigeria. No Biafra owns Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to everybody. And we must arise and take our country back. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. If not for your own sake, the sake of your children and your children's children. If not for my sake, or Mr. Eddie's sake, or Mr. Allen's sake, for the sake of your children and your grandchildren, enough is enough. Our guests have been turned into Olosho, our boys into cultists. No viable economy working for the country called Nigeria. Microsoft is going to leave very soon. Nigerians, arise. The Arewas are no more Nigerians than you and I. The Odua are no more Nigerians than you and I. The Biafra is no more Nigerian than you and I. We all are Nigerians, and we can take our country back if we so wish to do it. If we so wish to do it, we can do it. In less than 2 hours, we can do it. arise and take the country back. I am sad, I am pained, but we keep fighting, we keep talking, we keep hammering on them. Their generation will know no peace. Thank you very much for service.
All right. Give us a mandate. Thank you very much for your passionate delivery right there. Thank you. Yeah, that is where we find ourselves right now. Nothing is working in Nigeria. And for those of you that are still fighting or protecting these people, beginning to ask myself if you have a heart. Yes, because I don't know why. You and I know that Nigeria is not working. Nothing is working. It's crazy. But meanwhile, let me call on the next person. Before that, I'd like to quickly appreciate those of you that have supported me. Peggy Monday, thank you very much. I really do appreciate this. My pocket never run dry. Stella Masemedo, thank you very much, madam. I appreciate you. My pocket never run dry. I'm very, very grateful for all you guys are doing. And God bless you all. I can see more people just joining us right now. May God bless you all. Thank you very much for those of you. Madam Bella Naomi, it's good to hear from you. Thank you very much, man. God bless you. Madam Luke, thank you very much, man. I was about to announce your name today that we have not heard from Madam Luke for like 2 or 3 days. It's good to hear from you, man. Thank you. And many others right there. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Do your part.
Service, please, can you give me 10 seconds, please? When you are done, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, looking at what is happening, the president is missing in action. Shetima almost fell down from playing last few days. The CBN levying Nigerians. Where is the voice of leaders of thought like Wole Soyinka, Professor Falana, SAN? The people that will not let Peter Obi and the obedient movement breathe. Where are they now? Now that the people need them more. Those are claimed to be Democrats. Where are they? And what is Boala saying about the levy, the CBN levy? Wole Soyinka, Falana, SAN, Femi Falana, SAN, Daniel Boala, I don't know what his full name is. Where are they? Is it only Peter Obi? They have power. The people need them to speak up now against the ruling party. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Just imagine, see how they are attacking Peter Obi, somebody who came out to say, I want to help Nigeria to be better. That's all. That's the only offense of Mr. Peter Obi right now. He said, I want to help Nigeria to be better. It's just like what I'm doing here, you guys joining me to do here. Now, okay, let's talk about what is affecting us. We get attacked every day. I choose to talk about it. Sometimes, in most cases, I don't want to talk about it. So the only offense we are committing on this platform is by talking about what is affecting us. The only offense of Mr. Peter Obi is by coming out to say, okay, I can solve the problem of Nigeria. Simple. That's his offense. Nothing else. Or have you heard when they are counting people that have stolen Nigerian money, corrupt people, or satanic politicians? They've mentioned Peter Obi name there? No. His offense. That's his offense. That's all. So we have a long way to go. We really do have a long way to go. Let me call on the next person to speak to us. Amashola, thank you very much for joining us. After Amashola, come to Mr. Jonathan. Please talk to us, Amashola. Good evening to you, sir.
I greet the house. I greet Nigeria Watch family. Give us a mandate, Mr. Alex, Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan, and Mr. Consign. I'm going to say one funny word now. Congratulations, Nigeria. This is what you bought with your clear eye after you stole your mandate. I will call this government Mad Max government. This is modern day Robin Hood in action. And Nigerians, you are watching all this rubbish and they are doing it at your before. I have been on this panel shouting, come out and protest. We have been shouting, come out and protest. You think we are fools talking, come out and protest? Imagine, I'm in abroad. Most of us here are abroad. No human being on this panel now will say, you will call me, auntie, I beg 20,000, 30,000. I can't give you 50,000 and then I'll lose 10,000 or 20,000 because I'm giving you money. Nigerians, your helpers that you have hope in abroad are now being strangled because you have refused to come out. Now, the effect of this thing is affecting you in Nigeria, affecting me outside Nigeria. So it's affecting everybody. Tinubu does not have anything in his head apart from tax, because an agbero is all about taxing people. That's his way of life. A drug baron will keep taxing because he has boys selling his drugs for him, and they must bring tax, must bring return. That's the kind of lifestyle they live. And that's the kind of government we have in Nigeria. Who cares wherever he is? We didn't vote for him. I don't know why Nigerians are bothered where Tinubu is or wherever the vice president is. Who cares? We don't care wherever they are. They can fly anywhere and just perish there. We don't need them. So if we have a good Senate, that's an opportunity for you to just impeach him immediately. We are not shouting. Why are we shouting? Where is he? Where is he? We will let him enjoy himself in wherever he has gone to, and then the vice president to gallivanting, and then we just make an impeachment.
Mr.
I don't
Mashola,
know why we shout.
Mr. Mashola,
Yeah.
that is the narrative they want Nigeria to be pandering into. Like, I mean, wonderful. Who cares about where he is?
The painful part is it is obvious that Nigeria Watch is gone around. They are watching us, they are listening to us. That is why he came back. He should have stayed where he is. And he came back, and it's not tax matter we're having. Tinubu does not have anything. The road, Calabar Road, Lagos Calabar Road, they are looking for money. It is we will pay for it. And after building it, we will still pay to use the road. That's what he did in Lagos. This man ruled Lagos, as in, he strangulated every human being in Lagos. At the end of the day, he left there and brought his own stooges. And we're expecting something good. A thief is a thief. A leopard can never change his skin. All these men in government, all these senators, they are all thieves. And I keep coming here to say, anybody called honorable, they are all thieves. So who made you honorable? Why are we not always calling Peter Obi honorable? We call him excellency because his work is excellent. They call themselves excellency, they call themselves honorable. Are you honorable? You are honorables in the Senate now. They are the one that buy newspaper first in the morning. There's no how they don't see this news. And they have not convened emergency meeting because it is we, the poor, that pay for their luxury lifestyle. Where is Better Edu? She transferred money. Why didn't they charge her? They are the ones stealing money in huge amounts. And then we should pay for the cyber crime they are committing. The poor should pay for the cyber crime. A man that is being paid 30,000 salary, he needs to pay school fees of 10,000 for his child. He will pay 5,000 extra for cyber crime. That's 15,000 for school fees. How much will be left? They increase your salary just now, and they're taking it back indirectly. Nigerians, people are playing fire. If this thing goes, and I don't see Nigerians on the streets, and I know, yes, we are built to suffer. Nigerians, if you are listening to me, you are built to suffer. If this thing goes and you don't talk and you don't come out, there's no protest the way they did in Jonathan's period, then we are built to suffer. You do not have fuel. You are managing it. They have added on that one to it, tax. I can imagine calling someone and saying he's buying Coca-Cola for 350 naira. You can't even buy anything. A small child can't buy anything. Can't even save money to buy anything. There's no hope for a child. To talk of saving, it is so terrible. And our governments are looking. We have senators that are just useless to themselves there. Sorry, Nigeria Watch, I'm angry. But whatever I say today, I'm doing it out of anger. I don't live in Nigeria, but I can imagine staying in Nigeria and I'm going to send someone 10,000 naira. I would have to make it 15,000 because I want to help someone. I want to help someone with 10,000 naira, I'll still come out another 5,000 naira out of it. So why are we so wicked? And then you are taking the money to what? National security. Security vote that we don't know how you spend it. Nigerians, this money is for Tinubu. I am saying it here, loud and clear. It is Tinubu's money. That's right. That's his way of life. Lagos, Lekki toll gates. Who is taking the money? Who is taking the money? He didn't make money when they were doing protests there. He lost money. He was crying. He's now doing it indirectly. Internationally now, he wants to do it. Taking money from every poor person. As low as 10,000 you want to transfer, they will take money. That's how wicked we are. There's no job. You can't provide job for them. There's no good health care. Just imagine you have to transfer money to your child is not feeling fine. The doctor says, bring money. We need 50,000 naira. You have struggled to reach 50,000 naira. And you now bring it. They will not still take money out of it. What it means now is Nigeria is no more a cashless society. People will be moving cash now. People will be keeping cash in the house. Because you have people that are monitoring Nigerian financial institution. They are just jobless set of human beings that don't think. You have said you want to go cashless. And now you're taxing people. Do you think I'm working in Nigeria and then you want to pay me 50,000, 50 million naira? I would rather collect in cash than lose the money. And that's what will happen. You'll be seeing money moving around. I can bet you money will be moving up and down.
Mr. Mashallah, would that not also encourage more robbery? More robbery?
Be a mandate. These guys don't have ideas. They are thieves. Trying to avoid, they move money up and down. It is only a thief that can move money in the midnight. It has police officer helping to guide the money is taking. I want to bribe you. Maybe let's say 200 million. I have it in the bag. And I put it in my car and I'm coming to see you. Give them money. I'm coming to your house. So that will deal that they come. I want to drop money for your house. If I drop money in your house, is it not your house? Is it in the bank? Did it pass to the bank? No, nobody sees it. A thief, it will be a thief. Because they don't want you to see how their money is going. And then they want to punish Nigerians that don't have huge amount to steal. That's what's happening. I have seen where a politician paid money to a contractor. Contractor was waiting for his money, only for him to be called in and was giving Ghana must go. Just imagine he's arrested by the police. What will you tell the police officer? And then they deny him. Nigerians, our system is just terrible. And if you don't come out, they'll keep doing it. Cybersecurity we are paying cybersecurity for those looting the country. They don't have money again. They have been borrowing. And the money they are borrowing can't go round. It is now the poor Nigerians they want to siphon money from. Nigerians working, staying abroad, sending money across. They want to still collect money from them. Maybe they've seen that people have not transferring money again like before. Now, the little money you want to transfer to your mother and sisters, they will still take money from it. It is terrible. The bank will take transfer money. They will take account servicing that we don't know what they are servicing account. ATM servicing. ATM that you will not use for donkey years. Why are we so wicked? The other day, a chief of the bank died. I must tell you, I'm human, but he didn't pay me. All the bank executives are the problems we have. Every bank executive by now should tell CBN that this will not go. It shouldn't be us talking. You won't have customers again if you are hearing us. Because I know you don't care. You are all sitting together, eating together with the same government, eating the money together. It's not fair at all. You have a government that doesn't care about us. People in Oklahoma, they are dead, suffering. I won't say they are buying, but they are buying one by one because they're not living in the house, they're living in the bushes. And whoever has stayed knows that place. I can imagine the mosquito bites. I can imagine snake bites. And then we have people in our Senate say anything. Senators, by the end of this week, if you don't see anything happening there, we know yes, people are involved in this corruption. Because Nigeria Watch, please give me 1 second. This is Nigerian government. They are now doing us 419 in Nigeria. It is 419 government we now have. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Oga Mashallah. God bless you, sir. Thanks for your submission. Okay, let us quickly move on to Mr. Jonathan. Then we'll come to Oga Consign. Mr. Jonathan, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. Greetings to you, and greetings to all the panelists and those that are on the comment section. Thanks to everyone and welcome. And all those that are watching, that are listening, I encourage you to like and to subscribe to this channel. God bless you all. You see, my brothers have spoken. They've said it all, from Alex to Black Panther to give us our mandate, and to my brother Omoshola. I will just add some few lines to it. You see, I will start. My brother give us. I'll call him his name. My brother Oluwatosin, aka, give us our mandate. He said, and I quote, as I said, yes, as it has become a quotable quote for me. He said, and I quote, "It takes a criminalized country to be ruled by criminals." That's a deep statement. And if they ask you that to define Nigeria, what is going on, the state of Nigeria, in one short sentence, everything that has been happening to that country, that just wraps it all. It takes a criminalized country to be ruled by criminals. What is worse in Nigeria, it is not a one-off thing. It's not that, sometimes people got it wrong. They, one way or the other, they, get some bad people into government, and then the next time around, they quickly, correct their act. People get out, they kick them out through the electoral process, through the court process. They quickly, we've made an error here. In the next 2, 3, or 4 years maximum, they kick them out and things get. But in Nigeria, that is not the case. It's a criminalized country being governed and ruled by criminals in multiple successions, back to back, continually. Then that's a problem. That's a problem. A serious one. It's happening over and over and over again. As they say, elections have consequences. This man said clearly. He said it. I will reduce your purchasing power and I will increase taxes. He's living to his expectation. He's living to his word. That's exactly what we're seeing. He's taking money out, the capacity of Nigerians to have money. He's reducing it, and he's taking more from them. That's what we're seeing now. This is a criminal, a crooked government. That's why I always say, I've said it since last year. I say it over and over again. But people look at it from a different angle, or maybe they don't really get a deep understanding of it. When we say Nigeria is broke, Nigeria don't have money. Yes, I will say that over and over again, and to debate it all day long. You can be a crown prince, and still be broke. That's the case of Nigeria. A country that is blessed with natural resources, from crude oil to lithium, to gold, to copper, name them on and on. Blessed country, yet broke. How do you want to square that if not for mismanagement and crooked, criminal, wicked people? Criminals that are governing a country that is well blessed, what do you expect? This is the outcome. The country will be broke. As they say, desperate times demand desperate measures. This government is desperate, and they will continue to unleash desperate measures on Nigeria. That's it. These are desperate times for them. The only solution is to, on a daily, we used to see it in Nigeria once in a year, once every 2 years, thereabout. These guys now, they brought it to another level. When they started, it used to be maybe once in a month. It got to about on a weekly basis. Now it's on a daily basis. They are unleashing it on Nigerians. A few weeks ago, it was the electricity tariffs that was increased. 2 or 3 days after that, they announced the telecom tariffs. Nigerians, they don't even care. They just go on social media, don't know that they are paying taxes, they are paying more. And now they come out with cybersecurity levy. They will tax each and every Nigeria, because before they can get $1, I said it, $1 from any sovereign or international body like the World Bank, they must prove to them where the money they will use to be servicing the debt will come from. They must prove that is the arrangement. You have to give us the document, the policies that are in place, that, okay, if we give you this $5 billion, we are not asking you to pay the $5 billion in one sweep. You will be paying the interest. Where will it come from? Prove to us, give us the evidence through government policies. These are the things they are doing. So what this tells us is that they are going back to borrow more. And this is the document and the proof they are taking along to Washington, to the Paris Club, all of them, telling them that we have done this through an enabling law. The National Assembly amended the law. The central bank is implementing it. This is the proof. And then they will release to them the money. They continue to borrow, sell the lives of the generation and the unborn generation of Nigeria. They are selling it away. At the end of the day, it's not that this money is going to be used for anything meaningful, that Nigerians are going to benefit from it. No. This money will be distributed among them. I said it, distributed, as in they will just share it amongst themselves. The estimated amount from this levy, this crooked levy, is close to 3 trillion naira. 3 trillion naira every year going to one office. One office with no accountability, no transparency of any kind. Did you hear that? 3 trillion naira. You will be surprised to know, if I say this, you will be surprised. And perhaps people, maybe it will be an assumption if I say everybody knows, but you will be surprised to some extent that Nigeria is one of the most expensive countries to live in the world, yet the most impoverished people in the world, the poverty capital of the world, yet it is still the most expensive country to live in the world. Most expensive to live a decent, respectable life. A decent life is the most expensive country. Simple things, access to clean water, decent, three decent meals on the table of a family every day, access to reliable electricity, things like that. Minimum health care, access to health care system, access to good quality education, at least for the first 10 years. All these things, this basic necessity, these are basic necessity of life. See, for you and your family to live, to have access to these things in Nigeria is more expensive than the same family living in United Kingdom, living in United States, in Canada, and other major European countries. For you, these basic things that you will say, I'm a human being, that a family will say, we are on the face of the earth. They are basic things. Clean water, good meal, 3 square meal for your family every day. Minimum healthcare system, not even this minimum that you can guarantee. If anything comes, ambulance can arrive in a matter of minutes. I can take my family to the hospital. Emergency treatment is there 24/7. These are minimum basic necessity of life. Healthcare system. Somebody, one of the panelists, talk about look at the northern Nigeria, the Almajiris that are there all over the place. More than 16 million children out of schools. To guarantee just 10 years of education, minimum 10 years of someone's life from the age of 5 to the age of 15. Basic. If you want to do that in Nigeria, it will cost you more than somebody living in United States of America. And yet, is the most expensive place on earth. That is Nigeria. That is the insensitivity of the government that we have in that country. They have no obligation to the people. They have no responsibility to the people. It is desperate times for them. And it is desperate measures. These are desperate measures. This money, we will squeeze it out from Nigerians. We will squeeze them. You know, when back then in Nigeria, not now that, you know, in the Western world, you throw your cloth into the washing machine, bring it out, throw it into the dryer. In Nigeria, we wash our cloth with our hands. You know, when you finish washing it, you will squeeze it. You will squeeze all the water out. That's what they are doing. They will squeeze Nigerians. They are squeezing them because it is these are desperate stuff. These are desperate times. That is what is happening in Nigeria. And know this, make no mistake about it. These crooks, they will not stop. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. The government is in a desperate mood. The only way out for them, there's no any other way. This is, you know, sometimes you say there are options. You say there are options. I can tell you this for free. Reject it at your own peril. These guys, they all sat down at one time or the other, probably on a daily basis, in one room as government. They will discuss. They will put out ideas. They don't have options. It's only one option that they have. They got to continue to unleash these desperate measures on Nigerians. At the end of the day, whether Nigerians were being gagged by the social media, the Nigerian government continue to gag Nigeria, the Nigerian media is nowhere to be found, we can't talk, but we'll still say the truth. Nigeria is not a country. It's just a collection of people, of ethnic and tribal people together. It's not a country. We don't need to continue to deceive ourselves. That is not a country. One of the basic characteristics of a country is that the country will be made up of people called citizens. We are not citizens. Because why? Which of the senator or house rep, when they are discussing this or to amend that act, which of them went back to his or her constituency to discuss this with his people in a public forum, in a public setting, ask for their contribution, discuss it with them, let them submit their comments at his own constituent level so that he would take it. No, it was a backdoor deal. They discuss it. People that say yes, yes, nay, that was it. They drove it straight away to Aso Rock. Within 24 hours, Mr. Tinubu signed off on it, and it became a law. And they are implementing it. So before just the way they announced the election at 4 a.m. in the morning, that is how they are releasing everything on Nigerians. Anyways, Mr. Elvis, I'll leave it at there. But there are way, there is a way out for Nigerians. There is a way out. Mr. Elvis, I will leave it at that for now. Thank you very much. Thanks to
Thank you,
all.
Mr. Jonathan.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Mr. Jonathan, I've said it all. I would like to tally part of his speech up with this video. I want you guys to watch this video here to know that Mr. Jonathan was not just lying, rather saying the facts.
We reduce the purchasing power of the people, we can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the net get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the...
Okay. I just wanted to
Ogavis, thank you so much. I was about to ask you for this video. Keep it and be playing for us every day.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. God bless you all. Let's call on the next person, which is Oga Consign. Oga Consign, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. You have 8 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. May God bless all of you for coming today. The commentators, I thank you all. Mama Diaspora, I thank you. And may God continue to bless you. And those who have not subscribed, I encourage you to do so. If you like the channel, what is going on, you go to take your hand, go to that side, they see you like it. You have to like good thing. It's unfortunate the way the country is. It's very, very unfortunate. And we're going to ask ourselves, what future are we going to bequeath to the young generation? That's the problem. These politicians, this political dispensation is destroying the future of the children, of the young ones. They are putting them gambling. People are gambling now. How to survive. So young boys now are dating older women to see how to survive. Young girls are dating older men how to survive. This was not there before. All these things are not there before. There is homosexual most of the places now. These things are not here before. So that is a problem. Some people are going to ritual. Different evil things are happening because the leaders are not doing the right thing. Nigerian problem didn't start today. It started long time. It started long time, and they continue. And now it has become a country of impunity. The impunity these days is worst. Well, some people are saying that the country has been captured. Yeah, the country has been captured. If there's a contract of 15 trillion, it didn't go to due process. Nobody bid. Only the president signed. The senator didn't do it. They didn't even discuss it. So it's already captured. And what's the way forward? The way forward is this. Because we are calling all these politicians to talk. They are not the ones to talk now. Those that are supposed to talk now, the clergy, the Roman Catholics. In every country, Catholics are very strong. They know what to do. They have to mobilize people.
You see, I heard the Black Panther talking about the Arewa. Arewa is the one destroying the country. Well, how about the some part of Yoruba group say now they're in cohort with Yoruba with Arewas. So now for me, if those people are in cohort with the Arewas, so it's not only the Arewas that are destroying the country. And I call on my brothers in Yoruba land. Let it not be that a Yoruba man destroy the country, because it will not sound good. Even the Arewas are using Tinubu. Tinubu have the power. He have the power to do everything now, even to take this thing they did before and present it to the people. Tinubu has the power. Let the Yoruba stand up and say we are not part of this, because the country, the trajectory is going now. It's becoming worse. You see, it's becoming worse. Tinubu have the power as of now. He has the key. If you want to change the country today, he will. Now, the people who pushed away Jonathan before, they don't want to talk now. There are many people. The Catholics are there. This Padeba church is there. That man have a very big power to do. He has a very good to do want to help the country, because he have many followers. But I think that church, that place, that is church is not a church, because what that church is producing is criminals. These criminals they are producing. Ojo is part of them. The one who switched on the IRF, they are part of them. Former vice president, part of them. Many of them, this EFCC is one of them. Many of the Tinubu's wife is one of them. There are many. And everyone who come out from there, they are criminals. If somebody, I'm a Christian, and if I don't like what is happening, if as a Christian, it will be difficult for me to see where people are suffering, buying, and I keep quiet. So that's why I don't regard those people as Christian. And that Depo or what they call him, Pastor Depo, that man is not a Christian. Because if he's a Christian, he's supposed to rise up at this time. My children are suffering. You see, in the Bible, it was the pastors, it was the clergy that goes to the president and talk to them. It was them that even organize protests and so, if things are not going well. Even also the royal fathers. Why are all these royal fathers the people say they are respecting? Why can't they talk now? Things are getting bad. Why can't they talk? They just stay there that what they give them money to eat every day, and they keep quiet. They keep quiet. Anybody, they see, honestly speaking, it's not by this. I have read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. I didn't miss one chapter. Anybody who tell you that when you insult a pastor that you go to hell, it's lie. The pastor cannot make you to go to hell. The only thing that can make you to go to hell is when you're not doing the right thing. If you see a pastor who is not doing good thing, call him out. Pastors don't have power. Any pastor that have power is only the pastor who is doing what God says he must do. Who have the fear of God. And when any man of God doesn't have the fear of God, that person is not a man of God. The Catholic bishop of I think you see Abuja Lagos, he's a Yoruba man. That man talks very well. That man is always outspoken against the government, even against Buhari, even against this when they tell election. He was outspoken. We have the one of Sokoto State. He was outspoken. All of them. Let other clergy, let others follow these people. Let them see what they can do to help the children of Nigeria. Nigeria is not normal. It's difficult. And the worst is at this particular time that the military are still in data. My God, what kind of nonsense is this? What kind of country is this? And what kind of nonsense is this? People are in the bush, leave their places around up till now, more than a month now. And the people of Nigeria, not only Nigeria, the people of Nigeria are supposed to talk. Because what I used to say it every day. When people see evil and keep quiet, it will come to them. When these people finish that place, another village, they will still go to another place and cut. That's what they did. They were doing it in Imo State. Any small thing, they can't burn houses. A military. Somebody come and say, Nigeria has a military. Nigeria is the giant in Africa. Giant of nothing. The military is military of nothing. This military, I saw one video yesterday, one pastor. There's some boys hired some military, some 2 military guys to go and they saw that guy. Is that the work of military people? If you want to have the jungle military in Nigeria, these are not military people. Those who say they are military, they sometimes they can come here and talk nonsense. They can't even talk right thing. Military are there to defend the people, not to buy the people, not to assault the people. That's what the military is all about. It's only in Nigeria. I've been to many countries, more than 7 countries, 8 countries I lived. I've never seen a military going one day to assault any human being. I have not. Sometimes it's difficult to see them on the street. We say we have military. We don't have military. So what I'm saying today is this. Nigerians will continue to suffer. If things are not done in the right way, if they don't stand up for their right, they will continue to suffer. You understand? Because these people are not there to rule. They are not the whole place has to open up. If you come in, grab what you can grab. If you come in, grab what you can grab. Nobody is going to assault, nobody is going to say anything to you. Just grab. Grab.
All right, how's it going? My wife reached out about the washer and dryer.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me bring it. Okay, sorry, Mr. Elvis. I stopped you. I have the customer. Hello? Hello?
Okay, it's okay. It's okay,
Yeah.
sir. It's okay.
Yeah, good. Let me stop you. I have a customer. Okay, I'm coming, sir. Let me
Thank you.
bring this, okay?
Thank you, sir. Mute yourself now.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Oga Concern, for your submission. God bless you. Thank you. Let's move on to Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik. Oh, before Abdul Malik, sorry. Let me come back to you. I can see that some people are trying to call in. Let me take some calls. If you want to call in, this is the best time. Please. If you don't call in the right time, then it becomes a problem. Madam Origin, return your call quickly. Please speak now. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man, for your time. I got your missed calls. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yes, please, Mr. Niger Watch, I greet everyone, all the wonderful panelists, and it's another day, and it's important that we keep talking. It's important that we keep speaking. It's important that we keep reiterating. I greet Mama Desper. I greet everyone, our commenters, and everyone that come here every day. Please don't restrain yourself. It may look monotonous, but you are pushing something. You are doing something. It is your civil duty you're doing. Mark it for yourself in a register that you have done something today. It is that important. Our coming here every day is very, very crucial, because what we are doing here today is what our elders and all well-meaning Nigerians should have done long ago. I start with what Mr. Jonathan said, and when he said, and he borrowed a statement that what we have is a country where the rulers have decided. Okay, it says this way: it takes a criminalized country to be ruled by criminals. And because it's taking many years, it looked like. And I began to ask myself a question. I said, how about all these well-meaning Nigerian people in Nigeria, people that have lost their jobs, that refuse to, succumb to the temptation of doing evil? And it brought me to a quote that I had, it says, the refusal to take sides on great moral issues is itself a silent acquiescence, a silent obeisance, silent accreditation, a loud support to evil. So that means if you keep quiet when things are going wrong, and you say you're a good person, you are somehow endorsing it. And I think that is one of the major problems that is wrong with Nigeria. That the right people that are supposed to talk have kept silent. And I don't want to go back to my monotone way I think about these elders I want to vomit. I'm like, why? What on earth? Why are they keeping quiet? Why have they endorsed this evil this long? Why have they kept quiet? And I want to continue to encourage the youth. Please, I'm begging you, don't give up.
Remember every day, don't be like your elders. That is why we are where we are today. They kept quiet for too long. They kept quiet for too long.
Okay.
They register, and let me say one more thing. Like we were talking about this, they are going to give, if you leave them, they'll keep quiet over this tax that is coming up. It is recorded, it is in their record. Age bracket that is contributing to the economy of this nation is 15 to 34%. Yet they are the poorest in Nigeria. 80 to 97% of the wealth of this country is in the hand of these criminals and their children. And they are coming back to tax these people again. So that is why we're not going to stop talking. We must put it in their face that this is stealing. It is enough. The people are suffering. Something needs to give. Maybe we keep talking until they fall off the cliff. Thank you, Mr. Niger.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Origin. Thank you. Okay, just one more call from Ogashimize. Thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you. Yes, I know. We apologize for that, sir. Please talk to us. You have 3 minutes. Thank you, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah, man, believe me, you might wake up tomorrow and say Nigeria has been sold. It will happen. Just one day, you wake up from your bed, and the next news say Nigeria has been sold. Because all of these things that's happening, no action. Nobody's doing anything. Nobody's protesting, and I don't. I'm not sure that people will protest because Nigeria don't know. The masses don't know what they're into. They don't know. Now they keep increasing state one after the other tariff. Electricity tariff now. This one is for everybody. This 0.5% is for everybody. People will stop going to the bank. People will now bank into their houses because when you check the money, you calculate all the whole thing. Like a businessman, we calculate, you do loss and profit, then you will minus and plus. Then you say, oh no, you ask yourself, what have I gained from this evil government? Now they want to reap my money. You say, hey, no, I won't go to bank. Instead, I keep my money. So I don't know, in this 21st century, what these people are trying to teach the Nigerian people. Are we going back or are we going front? Where are we going? It's like you want to go back to analog. Okay, the people, you introduce what do they call it? Cashless. And when I was in Nigeria, they introduced cashless. So many things that this Nigerian government have introduced that it won't work. Like cashless, so many things. Okay, you go to people that selling akara, frying akara, all those petty business. You go there and talk to them about cashless. Then they go to your bank and open an account for you.
Okay.
Then with you. Now you're now telling them that 0% gonna go away from their money. How would they see it?
Okay.
Do you killing them? Do you want to see? Do you want to survive, or do you want to kill them?
Thank you.
It's too much. It's too bad. Thank you, Niger Watch.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay. Mr. Abdul, are you there? Please talk to us. You have 8 minutes.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening, Niger Watch.
Thank you, sir.
And everybody in the panel. Well, sir, what I want to say is this: this cyber security levy CBN are just introduced is another way, it's another format to extort Nigerian citizens' money? Well, I see no reason why you did not create job for your citizen. Somebody who struggle to survive on his own without support of the government. You are still planning to extort money from the person. Well, I don't know what people are doing there. I always say this. This very particular cyber security level now, it affected everybody. Even you are in abroad, you are in Nigeria, it affected you because immediately you transact, any transaction you make, they will deduct that 0.5% from your transaction. What I would say is this: the government, there is no any help for your citizen. You are still planning to somebody who did not eat well, who don't have money to buy food like 3 square meat a day. Some eat 2 times a day, some eat once, some manage. You still plan to be extorting money from those people. It will not stop. This is just the beginning. They still have another plan ahead. It will continue like this till the citizen, the youth, will stand up peacefully that enough is enough. If it is not so, they will continue this way. What do you expect? Somebody that did not go to any interview, the only interview he go is that Chatham House in the UK. And even when they go to Chatham House, the question they throw to him, he referred to the candidate, he support his people that follow him there. He did not answer the question. What do you expect from that person? They don't have idea to make that country move forward. They are just there to thief, I don't know, just to loot money. That is the idea. That is just their plan. There is no idea to move the country forward. What do you expect? Somebody did not go to any interview. Only Chatham he go, Chatham House in the UK. It's very sad. And if you did not stand up, this mess will continue every day. They have another plan. This is just the beginning. You will hear another plan by next month or another 2 months coming. They will introduce another plan. It had to be to extort money from the citizen. You did not provide any job opportunity for citizens. Now you plan to extort money from them. Where do you think they will get the money from? Where are they going to get the money from? They are not working. Probably you are providing criminality to the country. I don't know what guys are doing there. I always say this: everybody needs to rise up because this is not for Peter Obi alone. Peter Obi is just the forward man, but everybody needs to rise up and do the needful. Even on air, on ground, anyhow you can do it. Do it. Look at what is happening in Delta State, Okwama. How can army that they used to defend the country, that is their work, but they are buying citizens there. They are buying people, but army work is to defend country, to protect their citizens, to protect the country that may war no come to the country. But they are there buying citizens. What next is that if the citizen refuse to do the needful, this mess will continue, will not stop, because they don't have plan to move the country forward. And moreover, that tax, that 0.5%, it will not make the economy grow anything. It will not help anything to the economy. That is not the way they grow economy. If you want to grow economy, create job opportunity for your people so that they can work, you can tax them. It's not that they are not working, there is no work. Where do you think the person will get the money from? There is no way. They pay tax everywhere, we know, but when there is work, even though you pay tax, you will not feel it. It's normal. But there is no work where the person will get the money to pay the tax. Probably people will stop putting their money into the bank. That is what will happen. Because some people they don't even care that even though it is 100 naira, they don't want to pay. They will put their money in their house instead of going to bank. Those people, they don't have any idea or any wisdom to move that country forward. Every day they think how they will extort money from the citizen. Look at electric. People don't use electric, but every month they bring bill to them. What is it? Is it not what you use you will pay? But they don't use, but they bring bill to them. Start this protest, peaceful protest from your province. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Abdul, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for your submission. God bless you. Let's come to the last person on the panel, which is Oga Chris. Oga Chris, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. Good evening to you. Oga Chris, are you there?
Yes, sir. I do hear. Good evening.
Please talk to
You
us.
dey
Thank
hear
you, sir.
me?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay. Good evening, Niger Watch. And good evening, everybody on the panel and the people in the comment section. Niger Watch, let me appreciate you for giving us this opportunity to be able to express ourselves and speak to the rot that has bedeviled our country. And thank you so much, and God will continue to bless you. And please, if you've not subscribed, try to subscribe, like, and share, because this is the least you can do for the upliftment of your nation. Yeah, Mommy Diaspora, good evening, Mommy. We love you for all you do, for all your efforts. We thank you so much for the huge sacrifice you've made to ensure that we are all given a voice to express our feelings concerning the decadence in the society. Good evening, everybody in the comment section and Nigerians listening to us from everywhere in the world. Yeah, I think for me, I completely align with what my fellow commentators, even the callers in what they've all said. But the only point that we are missing is that as it stands, Nigeria is not being governed by Nigerians. I think that is why we are where we are. It is only a selected few that are running the affairs of the country. So not until Nigerians, real Nigerians, take over the reins of power, nothing is going to change. And that's the good news I bring for you this evening. If you think things are going to change with the current crop of leaders that you have, that we have, I think we are living in a fool's paradise. Therefore, today, I want to stand before you, with nothing but a burning passion, a passion that's ignited by the urgency of our nation's plight. Today, we are confronted, by dark history, which is stained with oppression, exploitation, and what more, the callous grip of power that is wielded by a few elites, the likes of Agbado, and the oligarch that Black Panther, yes, referred to from the beginning, at the expense of the multitude. You see, these few people, let's get it very clear, they are in every tribe. They are in Edos, they are in Yorubas, they are in Hausas, they are Igbos, they are in Jaws, they are Kanuris, they are in Bagis, they are in Nupes. Yeah, you can see that I left out the Fulanis from this lot. There's a reason for that. Because they don't belong to these few, but they belong to another subset. Before I delve to that, I need to make it clear to all of us that we do not have independence yet. What we have is a quasi-independence that we got from the British. But we forgot that when the British were leaving, they handed over to another colonial masters. And of course, we are not going to see these people as colonial masters because they are black people like you and I. I think that's where the Fulani is coming. They are using a select few of the people from those ethnic stock that I mentioned above, to keep the country poor, to keep the country the way it is. Let's delve into the annals of our past and unearth the seeds of our political decay. You know, we have a subset that we call the Ariwas, like Black Panther mentioned earlier. You see, the political ethos of this few isn't nothing but making sure the masses are kept in perpetual poverty. This same set of people, they are the remnants of the colonial overlords. These are the overlords that have held on to power in the country. Why did I say we are still under the colonial rule? Let's look at what history is saying. You know, in the past, in the tapestry of Nigeria's formation, we forgot that the British, they came from the West. I'm talking about in the 17th century. And the Fulanis, they came from the North. Just like the British conquered the West, that was how the Fulanis conquered the North. And these two people, they came together to form an alliance. Together, they forged the chains that bind us till today. But while the British have long departed, the Fulanis endure because they are black like us, masquerading as our brothers and sisters, while perpetuating a system of subjugation. And because of that, we are not able to recognize that these people, they are still acting like the colonial masters. Just like the colonial masters selected a few people from our tribes to rule over Nigeria, that's exactly the same thing these people are doing. That was why when the likes of Anthony Nahuru, in his youthful days, called for independence, this same set of people, they rebelled against every notion of giving independence to a nation. What sort of people do that? You ask yourself, how come in the whole North with 19 states, they have over 13 governors from a stock that is minority? This glaring disparity underscores the entrenched entitlement that I talked about, that has stifled progress and strangles our nation's potential. This same set of people, they are the ones that stand to the gates of our progress. They stand as gatekeepers to progress, wielding the influence to thwart any reform that threatens the hegemony. Mark my words, thwart any reforms. If you look at every major reforms that would have lifted Nigeria from the shackles of poverty, these people, they have stood against those forms of reforms. And look at any person that stands to speak up, they quickly cut off that person. And not until the remaining of us recognizes that we still have some form of colonialism, we still have colonial masters amongst us, masquerading as one of us, we are never going to go anywhere. We should stand to free ourselves from this debacle of political mediocrity. How come they stand against major things like regional government? How come they stand against major things like constitutional reforms? Tell me, why will you stand against reforming your constitution so that everybody will be better off. Why? Why will you stand against a very robust census? Why will you stand against robust education? Why will you stand against robust infrastructural development? Because the style of their governance keep the vast majority of the people uneducated and uninformed, so that power can remain in the hands of a few. Is it not yesterday Mr. Naija was played us a video of a lady who was still telling us to pray, who was still telling us to pray harder, to pray even more for the success of our nation, when God has given us the authority, the power to do whatever we can to better the lot of ourselves and of our people. Let's not forget this same set of people, like I've mentioned before, they decide to work with the oppressors during the fight of our independence. Not until Nigeria becomes truly governed by Nigerians, like the Chinese are governing China, the Indians are governing India, Americans are governing America, the Swedes are governing the Swedes are governing Sweden, and the Irish are governing Ireland. We are just going to continue in our macabre dance of shame in the Committee of Nations. We must rise not as tribes, not as tribes divided against each other, but as a united force, demanding justice, accountability, and a future which is free from the shackles of the past. Let it be known to all men, to all good men of Nigeria, that Nigeria's destiny hangs in the balance. It is only our solemn duty to seize power from these people that can help us to solve the problem we have. And one of the best and the first way to do this is by talking. And that is exactly what we are doing here every day. We are talking, we are bringing awareness to people that this is not the country that our forefathers bequeathed to us. As it stands today, the people ruling Nigeria are not Nigerians per se. That doesn't mean they are not one of us. They are part of us, but they are not Nigerians in the real sense of it. Because if you truly love your country, tell me, you mean 230 million people cannot refine crude oil for 60 years? Like Dr. CM would say, it is a simple process of fractional distillation. If you truly love your country, you meet 230 million people. They cannot produce the food that can sustain them. You meet 230 million people will they will keep depending on foreign imports. They will keep depending on loans. In rounding up Nigerians, I want to make it clear to all of us that nobody is coming to save us. Nobody at all. We must all wake up to seize this power from the callous grip of people who have been using this power to undermine the sovereignty and the livelihood of every common Nigerians. Well, I would like to leave it at here now. Mr. Naija, thank you very much for the opportunity, and good evening, Nigerians.
All right, Mr. Chris, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much for your appreciation, your wonderful submission. My people, I appreciate every one of you right there. That is the end of the first session. We're going to have our final session, so we can round up. So the way it looks like we can make it 3 hours today, the way it's going. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much Now God will bless you. Now, for those of you just joining us now, I appreciate you all. Thanks for your time with us. Please help us to press the like button and help us to share. God bless you all. Okay, let's have our final submission right now. I'm going to start with the way it is. Give us a mandate. Please give us your final submission, 4 minutes. Then I'll come to Mr. Jonathan. Please go ahead, sir, if you are there.
Please, can you go to, let me come last, please.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, please give us your final submission, 4 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Again,
thanks to all the panelists. One thing that came to my mind, during the course of the day, I was looking at the list of the exempted list, those that will not be affected by this new levy called cyber levy. I was looking at the list. I looked at it intently, the 16 of them, one by one. And one of them, the first thing there is that they ensure that this will not affect the rich people, the rich class in Nigeria. If you look at that list one by one, they will not be affected at all, because one, mostly they are the group or class that move money, that move high sum of money from one place, from one point to another, from one bank to another, from one individual to another, from one business to another. They are the one that move the likes of 100 million, 500 million, 1 billion, money in that range. So they ensure that they protected themselves. So when you look at it, the rich will not be, they are not affected at all. That's why they don't care. So that list was well crafted. These people are so wicked. I don't know any other word to use again. Clueless, insensitive. That is still like romancing them. Just call it straight away. They are so wicked. When you look at the list, none of them will be affected by this policy. They will pay zero. Because I don't see an average Nigeria that will move 100 million or 200 million in one transaction, or even 20, 30 million in one transaction. How many Nigerians? 90% of Nigerians will not do that kind of transaction in an entire year. But at the same time, the largest chunk of money still comes from the poor people. You see those transactions of 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, the 20,000 naira that a father or a mother will be sending to his or his daughter, his daughter or his son that is in the university, that is in University of Calabar or University of Benin. The woman is in Lagos. You see that transfer that the woman will be doing every week or every 2 weeks or every month to his daughter or to his son from Lagos to Akwa Ibom or to wherever in Nigeria. Those are the ones they target. That is where this is Nigerians must know this. This is where you got to go down into these things. The rich, they are not affected at all. In any way at all. And this type of small transaction, they are the one that end up in the trillions of naira aggregate at the end of the day. Those 20,000 naira, that how many times will a mother transfer money to her daughter in a university out of state in Nigeria in one academic year? Just think about it. Averagely, it's not going to be less than 5-6 times. Those are the money they are targeting. Those Nigerians that a brother will just call the sister, or a son will just call the mother, Dad, I need, they will just, okay, just take this 5,000 naira. That's all we have. The poor people, they will still take the 5,000, they will still take the 50 naira from them. See how wicked these people are. They will still take the 50 naira from the poor man. And the second class of people, finally, let me end with this, just to pinpoint it out so that we can send it home. Nigerians can see. I'm waiting to hear from the religious class, they also exempt them. It doesn't affect them. The pastors will not speak. The imams will not speak because they have protected them. Just assume that those donations were not included in the exemption list.
All right, thank you, sir.
So that's just where I want to end it, Mr. Elvis, and then just to bring it out, more clearly for Nigerians to see. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone. I appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, Black Panther, please give us a final submission. Then I'll come to Abdul Malik.
Niger Watch, God, thank you very much, sir. And I want to thank everybody that has spoken. Mr. Jonathan, God bless you for that analysis. It is quite clear, and the way we drew the demography of the whole thing they are doing, it is now clearer to the Nigerian people that it is the poor people they are after. And these are the people that do transaction every day, every month, every second. And our religious leader, I clap for every one of them. Continue the rhetoric, continue the preaching, continue the sucking. But there will come a time will come, and that time must come, and it shall come. No prayer can hold that time. When the people we are going to jumpstart this country. Mr. Tinubu or President Tinubu, put all your tax with CBN governor, what is it, Cardoso, put all the tax that you have garnished in Lagos State, gather and begin to tax and collect money from the Western world. Begin to put all the tax. But there's one promise I'm promising every one of you. Arewa, begin to jubilate, begin to name people, begin to do everything. But one thing I promise you guys, we are going to jumpstart Nigeria. We are going to jumpstart that country, and we'll drive every one of you out of that country. Ghana did it. So many African countries did it. Nigeria will not be an exception. We are going to jumpstart Nigeria. And if that jumpstart do not come, everybody's going to part its own way and let anybody cry any cry want to cry. It will happen. So I am telling the political class, we know that it's going to get darker. The National Assembly or the Honorable, which they call themselves, continue to dance the macabre dance with Agbado, Tinubu, and Cardoso and the rest. Continue to dance that dance. But I promise you, the law of reversible reaction, the law of gravity, when it comes to take its position in the affair of Nigeria, my brothers and sisters, we are going to jumpstart it. And when we jumpstart it, you guys, we are going to drive you guys out. And as you are driving you guys out, those people out there in the diaspora, we are going to drive you back again. And you'll be at the middle of the whole thing. And the cyclone, the earthquake will consume every one of you. You cannot hide from it. You cannot eat your cake and have it. You can never do that. You can never destroy a nation from the foundation and believe you can sustain it for your generation. It will never happen. Or your children. It will never happen. All of you will pay the price of the destruction you are accumulating upon that sweet, beautiful country called Nigeria. It will come. And it will come in the mighty name of our Lord Jesus Christ. All the people that are singing, the fathers, the GOs that are dancing macabre dance with you all, it will touch them, all of them. It will touch all of them. Using the name of God to take money from the poor people. It will touch every one of you. It is not a cause, but it's the law that God has set aside, the reversible reaction and the law of gravity. It will touch every one of you. You can preach to everywhere you want to preach to. But when you preach those gospel of hatred, gospel of
taking money from the people that God has created to enjoy the resources that they are giving them. When the law of gravity and reversion action shall come, it will take all of you. Niger Watch, I want to thank you, everybody. I want to thank everybody listening. And I will beseech every one of you to come every day. Let's converge here. If your child, if your brother has not heard, tell him, let's converge in Niger Watch. And let's do the needful. Let's gather our brain together. Nigeria can change things. Let's change it so that we'll take
All right,
that macabre dance that they are doing to their house. Thank you very much. Niger Watch.
Thank you, Black Panther. God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Abdul Malik, you have your 4 minutes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening again. I see Nigerian government, they are trying to extort money from their citizens. Why other country, when you have a baby, every month, the baby benefit from the government. I see no reason why we have everything it takes to make our people better, but we are trying to make them suffer more every day, no changes, just because of our leaders. Well, the citizen, everything is in their hand. When they are serious to take their country back, they will do it. But now, this thing they introduce is just a beginning. They will introduce another one, like 2-3 months coming. But that will not help the economy to grow. It's useless something. They are planning useless everything that is not working every day. Create job for citizens to work. Give them job. Why you plan to extort money from them? You are not giving them job just to make them poorer every day. Look at other countries, the way they do their citizens. Look at European. When you are 18 years, you ride a car, you have your house. You can no longer stay with your father if you like. But in Nigeria, you see 30 years, he's in his father's house, he's happy. Useless country, nothing is working there. Now, what can they do? But they are sitting down looking. I don't know. Every day, there is nothing change. It's getting worse. Every day by day. Every day. Citizen, other country, they are paying their citizens every month. But you are extorting money from your citizen. That will not grow in the economy. It cannot make the economy grow. Create job opportunity for your citizens so that you can extort them with tax. But you don't create job, you are trying to extort them again. It's very bad of him. Look at what he did in Lagos. It's true. That is the plan he has now. He's the one that sent the soldier to Okoma. Imagine how can soldier bind people there so that they are meant to defend the country, defend their citizens. But they are buying people, citizens like, man, thank you.
Okay, Abdul Malik, we lost you there. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thanks for your submission.
I'm finished. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Okay, let me come to Oga Chris. Before give us our mandate. Oga Chris, you have your 4 minutes. Final submission, sir. Oga Chris, the queen on mute. Let me move on to give us a mandate. Are you there?
That was my connection. I don't unmute since. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
Sir.
Can you hear me?
Please, 4 minutes. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, Mr. Nanjao, thank you very much again, and I'm sorry for that technical glitch. Yeah, it is something beyond our control. So, well, Nigerians, we've all spoken, and we see that there's an urgent need for all of us to speak up. But let's not forget, even as we speak up, or even as we try to speak up, we have a clear opportunity to demonstrate what we are capable of doing in the forthcoming elections in Edo State. Because obviously, Edo State is like a small Nigeria. If you go to Edo North, it is dominated by the Muslim. Even some part of the Edo North, the Akoko Edo areas, is filled with Yorubas. The same thing, if you come to Edo South, towards the region of Oriom and Co, you have the people that are related to the Deltans. They speak a bit of Igbo. Still in Edo North, you have people that speak Hausas and things like that. So Edo State is like a mini Nigeria. So we all have to speak up in this election. Let's speak up against bad governance. Let's speak up against the destruction that has been unleashed on the state for the past 8 years. You know, it was by divine mandate that Obaseki changed from the APC after 4 years and moved to the PDP. And now we have seen that from both parties, he has spent 4 years each, and there is nothing to show for it. So in that case, God has given us the opportunity to see what the PDP and the APC can present. So we are left with the new kid on the block, that's Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. He embodies the change that we seek. In the terms of economy, he told us the other day that he's going to bring fresh ideas and vision for sustainable growth. What about empathy for the people? He said he was going to ensure that the voices of everybody are heard and listened to in the state. In the area of rule of law, he promised that he was going to ensure that rule of law reigns supreme in the state because he understands the importance of upholding the rule of law for a society to remain just. What about the idea of separation of powers? He said he was going to give every branch of government their due respect. He said he recognizes that the value of separation of powers ensures that no one branch of government holds undue influence over the other, like they command the House of Assembly to impeach deputy governors. And on impeachment day, people were already dressed up to celebrate the incoming deputy governor. So how do they know that somebody will be impeached and somebody will be replaced? The people of the person that was going to replace, his family members, people from his village, they were all there at the assembly on impeachment day. Olumide Akpata has promised us that under his leadership, infrastructural development will be a priority. He promises to drive progress and prosperity for everybody. What about security? He said he understands that security is a fundamental need for the well-being of the people. And in that respect, he's going to prioritize security for economic prosperity for everybody. Need I mention traditional institutions? He said he was going to recognize their importance in preserving our heritage and culture. These were just a snippet of the promises made by Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. It is time we really demonstrate through Barrister Olumide Akpata that we are ready as Nigerians, we are ready as Edolites to bring about that change we so desire. It is time the mistake we made at the National Assembly, it is time at the national election, it is time we correct those mistakes, which are namely, we should vote and protect our votes. We should ensure that no rigging, no election manipulation takes place. We should resist every form of intimidation, threats to human life, to democracy. Because when your voice is stiffened, there's nothing more you can say. They said the man died who refuses to speak. in the face of opposition. Please, Edolites, don't let the man in us die. Let us speak in the face of opposition. We can complain about Nigeria, but let's not forget, Edo State represents a mini Nigeria. Every tribe, every nationalities are well represented in the state. Go to Aduawa. It is dominated mainly by people from the north. The same corners all over the state. So let's show that we truly want the nation to move forward by doing the right thing, not only by voting, but by ensuring that our vote counts. Vote Olumide Akpata. He is a clear departure from what we have had in the past. Just like His Excellency Peter Greg Obi of the Labour Party, Olumide is another candidate of the Labour Party. So it is an opportunity for true many Nigerians to show that the Labour Party has come to stay. It is an opportunity for all of us to demonstrate that what INEC did was indictable. We have to show to INEC, we have to show to the power that be, that they can never, never, ever break our collective resolve. And the only way to demonstrate that is to show to them that the votes they stole, the Labour Party's votes they stole in Lagos, the votes they stole in Ekiti, the votes they stole in Plateau that led to the hanging of that 19-year-old boy, the votes they stole in Nasarawa, in Benue, in Kaduna, that we are bringing back those votes in Edo State election. And we are going to express those votes through Barrister Olumide Akpata, who is a clear departure from the past. Days ago, had a meeting with Alex Oti. He's doing wonders. He's doing wonders as a governor in Abia State, in rounding up Edolites. Show to these oligarchs. We've been talking, but let's show to them that those votes, the Labour Party votes they stole across Nigeria, that we can replicate it again. We can replicate those things again. We can replicate the votes again, and we will demonstrate this by telling the people in INEC that we are bigger than them. And the only way to do that is to vote massively for Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. Thank you very much, Mr. Nanjawo. Good evening, Nigerians, once again.
All right. Oga Chris, now God will bless you, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. Let me call on, give us a month if you're available now.
Sir Chris, that's a paid advertisement.
Give Mr. Chris my time, I beg. Give Mr. Chris
you guys, this is a plan.
The last 4 minutes, Oga Jonathan and Mr. Chris, use the 4 minutes so that we can round up. Thank you.
Yeah, it's an orchestrated plan between Give Us Our Mandate and Mr. Chris to campaign for your candidate. Mr. Chris, are you still there?
Yeah, can I go first? Or Jonathan, you want to go first?
Let me know. I will see. You have the floor. Don't worry. You have the floor. The floor is yours to campaign for your man. But I will say this, though. I will say this. You only talk about promises made by your candidate. Promises. Promises that he's making is not different from promises that we've heard before. They are all the same promises, which is an assurance. It's a form of assurance. But I don't see him as a man that is committed and that is obligated to do what he is saying. You see? So that is the difference there. But the promises is, that's when you will say talk is cheap. That's where that That's where that quote, came from. Talk is cheap. That popular statement, talk is cheap. It came from promises. When people will make promises, which is an assurance. Promises is another word for assurance. And that's exactly what the likes of Mahmoud Yakubu gave Nigerians. I assure you, I assure you, I assure you, I assure you. You see. So it's the same meaning, no difference. It's just using different words. Like I assure you, I assure you. You see. For me, I would prefer a committed man, than a man that is giving assurances. But anyways, that's where we are in Nigeria. But we have to, the country must move forward through dedicated and obligated leaders. That's the only way. There's no ifs or buts about it. There's no any other way about it. It is the only way. Leaders that will be dedicated, truly dedicated and obligated to the people. That's how Nigeria will move forward. That's how Edo State will move forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I yield the floor. Thanks.
Mr. Jonathan, and quickly, so first question, I have a couple of questions for you, and I just want us to have a tete-a-tete. Now, Mr. Jonathan, is there any way, do you have any record, any evidence to tell the good people of Nigerians how Olumide has demonstrated not being dedicated? Is there any way you can tell Nigerians? Anything you can point to that he has done that has given you the impetus to say that it's all talk, that we need somebody that's dedicated?
Of course, of course, at this stage and at this point, for me, it's all talk. And when
I know, Mr. Jonathan. I said, can you tell Nigerians why?
Why? I'm saying it why? Because when the man had the stage to prove otherwise, that is not all talk. You and I, we don't know Mr. Apata. We can agree on that. That last year.
No, I do, sir.
No. What I'm saying is this. I'm not saying what you know today. Last year, you don't know Mr. Apata. In fact,
Mr.
6 months
Jonathan,
ago,
can you answer the question?
I'm answering the question that the reason I've answered
it. Something he has done that shows he's not dedicated.
I said I don't know. The reason is because I don't know him. And when you don't know a man,
so that is a problem.
Let me finish now. I'm now
Mr.
trying
Jonathan,
to answer your question.
Please don't deceive the people.
Chris.
That's a problem
Mr.
for
Chris,
yourself.
Wait, Mr. Chris.
Shows that he is not
Mr.
dedicated.
Chris, wait now.
No, listen. What I want you to do.
Wait now.
Tell us that he was given such an assignment to do,
now.
and he failed to do it.
Wait now. You ask me a question, and I give you an express answer, but you are not satisfied. You want a comprehensive one. And I always like that so that there will be clarity. And I'm trying to do that. See, I don't know the man. However, every politician that comes forward, day one, on the same level, nobody knows the man. The man will now have the opportunity to present himself to the people. When you now have that opportunity, that is the platform that you will now use to present yourself so that people will know you. And I'm now saying now, specifically for Mr. Apata, when the opportunity came to present himself, Mr. Apata made promises. Mr. Apata refused to dedicate himself and to make himself obligated to the people of the state that is clamoring, that is now going out, he wants to govern. He refused. He just, see, the Mr. Alex Oti in Abia State that you are referring to, that you are comparing him to.
Mr. Jonathan, listen, please, 1 minute. The question is very simple.
I answered it.
Yeah, no, you said when he had the opportunity, he refused. In what terms? I want you to tell Nigerians that when he was asked so and so, he refused to answer to show that he's dedicated. Not just you are making a blank statement.
But
tell us that when he was asked about security.
The reason is because I believe I've said that. You know, for me, I'm not a repetitive person. Even on this platform, I try to avoid it as much as possible. But when it comes to Nigeria, you can't help yourself. You just have to say it over and over and over again. See,
Mr. Jonathan,
on this case,
Mr. Jonathan, can I ask you a question?
Wait. Now, let me answer his question.
Mr. Jonathan, you don't answer and finish. Don't worry.
I never answer
Mr.
and
Jonathan,
finish.
you don't answer and finish. Don't talk again. May I ask you this one?
Let me answer this one.
Now. Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Out of the 3 candidates, where you see so, where they don't show themselves so, out of 3 candidates, which one of them that you deem it fit that can sit on that position and listen to the people?
See, any.
No, I'm straight. Just go straight.
Yes.
You know I don't like Ben. Just go straight.
You want me to name one, right?
Yes.
You want me, but at this point I can't name one. I can't be boxed to a corner because why?
Then talk on Nigeria politics as a whole. Stop.
Mr. Jonathan, can I have my 4 minutes
down?
If you want to
I'm not
talk
putting.
in
See what
general
I'm talking about
I would like to have my 4 minutes, please.
Mr. Black Panther. You see what I'm saying about Akpata now? I say the same thing about Aswe, the same thing about Monday or Peolo, the same thing. I'm a stable person and I follow standard. I set standard and I keep. I'm not a flip-flopper. It's the same thing, the same standard, the same pedestal.
See, Mr. Jonathan,
yes.
Labour Party is ruling in Anambra State. It's on seat. And he has set Abia. He has set the pace and he has set what the Labour Party itself has spoken in their constitution. It's going to be democracy of the people. It is a time for the people to benefit from the resources, from the investment of the people, on the people. It's all about the people.
Black Panther, wait. You know why I respect Mr. Alex Oti? Why I respect him? What Mr. Alex Oti is doing right now does not come by surprise, and it's not a magic. He stated it before he was elected. I'm asking these candidates to do the same. They refuse to. They don't want to, for me, and I know there are like-minded.
Politics is dynamic. He's still campaigning. He can't blow his head on one day.
Let me use my 4 minutes. Later we can continue with our back and forth. Now listen, Mr. Jonathan. Yeah. I respect your economic sagacity when it comes to the economy of the country, the inner workings, the stock exchange, finance, everything. You are up there. We give that to you. But now listen, Mr. Jonathan, my question was very simple. I wish you can point to one simple question that was asked Olumide Akpata the other day that he refused to show commitment to. Now, the toughest of all the questions you can ever ask any candidate in Edo State, the toughest, trust me, is any question that has to do with traditional institutions. Because we reverend our monarch, we see him as a god. Even before the British people came, we already understood that there is a God. And our understanding was that the God Almighty sent our monarch to represent him in the state. Now, Mr. Alex asked Olumide Akpata a very simple question. What are you going to do with the traditional institution? And he committed himself. He dedicated himself and told us what he was going to do. F. Emmanuel asked him the same question, that what about SMEs? Now, let me tell you what dedication is. Olumide Akpata didn't go on a political talk. He immediately accepted that F. Emmanuel, I'm sorry that I didn't talk about that. That I'm sorry I left that, because it was Naija Watch that asked him to mention 5 areas where he's going to focus on, and he left out SMEs. And F. Emmanuel asked him, you talked about these 5 areas Naija Watch asked you, and you left out SMEs, which is the most important. Olumide Akpata, he didn't go political. He apologized immediately and told us what he was going to do with SMEs. That is dedication per excellence. Now, I take exception again, Mr. Jonathan, for drawing a parallel between Barrister Olumide Akpata and INEC. can you say that he was just talking like the way INEC, the promises INEC made? You shouldn't say that at all. Because INEC and the co-workers, that they are all devilish and satanic. And Olumide Akpata is way, way better than these people in every ramification. I'll give you an example. This is a man that fought the establishment to a standstill. The establishment created by Buhari and these cohorts and these co-travelers. He looked at them in the face and fought them, not minding the implication that will have on his career. He did what he was supposed to do for them to a standstill, and he won. And again, you talk about dedication. How else do you want him to be dedicated and obligated?
I'm trying to answer now, but you took over. You didn't want me to. You didn't want me. You are a campaign spokesman. So, and I know that's what can when you are campaigning for a candidate, you are passionate about it, and sometimes.
No, I'm campaigning for good governance. I'm campaigning for good governance.
We are not campaigning for a candidate. We are campaigning for good governance, transformation.
I don't know Akpata. I have never spoken to any of his team.
Yeah.
I don't know any of his campaign
I'm not saying that.
I made that boldly today.
I'm not
I
saying
don't
that
know anything about his campaign organization. Zero contact with anything that has to do with
No. I know. I understand. I'm not saying that.
Listen, Mr. Jonathan.
You don't want me to talk.
Conviction. Having been in the political foray of Nigeria since 1999, I've seen the way this whole thing works. Even Obaseki, right from day zero, we campaigned against him because I follow the politics. I know how it works. We campaigned against Buhari, and we have always got it right. Now we are campaigning for Olumide, but of course, we know the way this whole political gimmick, how they play it in the country. So let it be on record. I have zero contacts. Like Nigeria was used to say. If any person can prove my connection with Olumide Akpata, I'll stop talking about his campaign organization.
You've been speaking now for 5 minutes. Let me talk so that we can have a conversation.
Good.
See, when I say campaign spokesman or something, I don't mean it as in you are employed or you are rendering a service, a personal service for him. No. But if you are campaigning for somebody, you are still a campaign man for the person, whether directly or indirectly. So in this case, you are doing it indirectly, not as a member of his campaign committee. I understand that perfectly well. So there's no misunderstanding there. With respect to traditional rulers, my question is, how many governors have ruled Edo State since 1999?
Good.
Maybe you will tell me, maybe you will tell me one of them, any one of them, that during campaign did not pay homage to the Oba of Benin, that did not campaign, that he will respect the Oba of the traditional system of Edo State. They all do. And your question on one specific example, see, when Mr. Akpata was on this platform, I asked him specifically to let Edo people, Edo citizens know those that will work with him. For me, there is nobody, and we all have to, I believe that we must all come on the same page on this one.
Mr. Jonathan, let me interject you on that portion you are going to. Let me interject you. No. Hold on. You finish. You finish it. Let me tell you politics now. Let me tell you politics that no, wait.
Naming names for you, Mr.
Give me 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Okay.
Give me 10 seconds.
Okay.
No. Give me 10 seconds, please. I beg you all. You see, Mr. Jonathan, that leg where you take for that question, no politician in the world can do that thing you are saying. Even the dynamic politicking in America, there is nowhere in the history of America that they can. Well, let me land first. You go research. Make a land so that you go on my word. Nowhere in the history of America, a politician will say, this is the people that will work with me if I get into office. No, that's a political suicide. You cannot ask such questions.
Mr.
You cannot. Yes, go on.
That is coming from you.
It's coming from me. Go and quote me anywhere you go.
Let me quickly bring you at least.
Mr. Jonathan, hold on, sir. Two things. when Olumide Adebayo came here, I asked him personally, who is he going to be committed to? He answered a question here. My commitment will be to the Edolites. That's number one. It's an indictment on you, sir, to say that you don't know who Barrister Olumide Ozaibovu Akpata is. Mr. Jonathan, it's an indictment on that you don't know the former MD. You don't know the former NBA president is an indictment on him, Mr. Jonathan. And I'm so surprised to hear that from you. I am very, very surprised that you say you don't know who Olumide Ozaibovu Akpata is. Come on, Mr. Jonathan. No. It's an indictment on you, sir.
No, because
I think you take it back, sir. Just take it back. Humbly take it back. Humbly take it back. No.
You can't get it. See, let me respond. I will respond to you too, but let me take Mr. Black Panther first. Mr. Black Panther.
Nothing to get here.
No, there is, and there is a.
Let them talk. Maybe quote me anywhere. Talk. Let them talk.
Give us a mandate. See, Black Panther. I'm surprised that you said that no politician will ever do that, and you even I thought you would stop there. You are even using United States. Who?
Yes.
Okay, now.
Quote me.
Now I will start with you. I will start on that one. Don't let me go far below. I will start from Bill Clinton down to Biden.
Oh, yeah, start.
We see when Bill Clinton campaign actually was the campaign that made me to love American democracy. I was a young guy, doing a master's program in the university when Bill Clinton was campaigning for his first election. During his campaign, Bill Clinton named one who his Supreme Court nominee will be if elected. He outlined them. He gave 3. That from this pool, this pool of 3 people, I cannot tell you which one. That is okay. But from this pool of 3 individuals, if the opportunity arises for me.
But you're asking specifically.
No, let them finish. Let them finish. I go talk over and talk. Let them finish the talk, they go.
Bill Clinton named it, he brought those names out. Bill Clinton named Madam Madeleine Albright that she will become his Secretary of State during campaign ab initio.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie. Now. Go and bring it out. That's a lie. Go and bring the tape out.
I'll leave Bill Clinton.
Bring that tape out. I want to see that tape.
Wait now. George W. Bush, after Bill Clinton, during his campaign, he said his Secretary of State will be Condoleezza Rice. During his campaign, in fact, he was specific. Okay, and that his Secretary of State rather will be Paul, this former commander, the military marine general. That it will be his Secretary of State.
See, Mr. Jonathan, hold on.
Wait now. No, you asked the question. Now, let's come down.
Wait, Mr. Jonathan, all this thing you talk. Look, Mr. Jonathan, wait. I know where you go. I know what thing. Let me tell you one thing. In American politics, go and start from Ronald Reagan. Because that one will be very bright in our system. If a politician in America come out say this man is my this, or maybe he's saying he's saying this man is worthy to be a Secretary of State, quote and unquote, not even my nominee for Secretary of State. Wait, it's going to act against him in the election time. Because you don't name your cabinet. You don't name your cabinet. Mr. Ogami, you know they vote for years. You know if work like that.
we have a person here. Let him speak. We have
See,
we have
in fact,
we have
see,
a newcomer, please.
wait,
You don't name your cabinet because the political suicide you are doing there.
Don't let us deviate too much.
Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Jonathan, Mr.
Jonathan. Commitment to the people.
We have a newcomer, please.
Let's wait.
Everybody,
Mr.
Jonathan,
don't play that game here. You don't name any cabinet.
Black Panther, hold on.
Mr.
Jonathan, hold on.
Wait,
Mr. Jonathan, hold on. We have a newcomer, please.
I know, but let me finish my statement.
Okay,
all these things Mr. Jonathan is saying was indirectly. It wasn't plain.
See, I want to stay on course Edo State election. I don't want to deviate that much.
Yeah,
because
you are not saying on any course, Mr. Jonathan. It's an indictment for you to say you don't know the former NBA people. You don't know who is. It's an indictment for you, sir.
You are not going to have
Jonathan.
Even if you are 10.
Mr. Jonathan, please.
It's an indictment. It's an indictment on you. So say you don't know who Akpata is. It's an indictment on you, sir. Honestly.
Give us our mandate. Hold on.
Give us our mandate. Hold on. Let us talk.
Mr. Jonathan, please. Let's be simple.
Mr. Chris, let me talk.
Emmanuel, can you talk to us,
I
please?
know that F. Emmanuel is
Mr. Jonathan, hold on. Mr. Jonathan,
now.
hold on. Mr. Jonathan, please.
Mr. Jonathan, I greet you, sir. You have
let me talk before you talk. I have to respond before you talk, Mr. F. Emmanuel. Let me say this, please. Let me say this. On this matter of Edo State, Mr. Akpata, what I'm saying, and Black Panther is now saying something different. You are completely off course. Even Donald Trump, the love hate American politician, before he became president in 2015, when he was campaigning.
What happened?
What happened? Donald Trump. This is
no. They enter my territory. What will happen? Leave for me to talk.
You say your territory.
Jonathan,
you I told you earlier.
Say Donald Trump name cabinet.
See, I told you earlier. Me.
You are offline. You are not saying the truth. Offline. That never happened in American politics. That never happened.
Why are you saying that?
That never happened. Go and bring your facts.
Let's maintain some decorum. F. Emmanuel, can you talk to us so that we get off from this US politics? F. Emmanuel, the floor is yours, please.
All right. I feel for you, Mr. Jonathan, because you have just succeeded in touching the lion's tail.
Okay.
You don't just say because you don't know a candidate and that makes him, unqualified to become a governor of Edo State. You don't need to know everybody. It's natural that you don't need to know everybody. So the little we have known about him, we believe he will deliver. Edo people also believe that he will deliver. So all these years we've been parading with experienced politicians. What have they given us? Experience in criminality, experience in vote buying, experience in looting. Is that the experience you're looking for from Olumide Akpata? I believe in one thing in life. There is always a starting point in anything. Nobody is born a governor. We are all born babies. So Edo people is going to give Olumide Akpata the chance to showcase himself. So for the fact that ABC don't know him from Adam doesn't mean he cannot deliver. That's the point I'm trying to make. So the question you are asking Chris Dublin, and
it means that you are not listening to me.
Mr. Jonathan, please. He has 8 minutes. Please, Mr. Jonathan.
How will somebody come to the platform? Let Mr. Edvis come and settle this. How will somebody come to the platform after 5 hours and you say he has 8 minutes? Is that conversation?
You have your time to
might as well get off the platfm, man. See,
no, now 5 minutes you'll give him 5 minutes.
How will you give
for one talk? I want to talk on that American politics where Jonathan don't know.
Hello, my people. I beg.
Please allow Madam Luke to talk. Abel.
How many minutes?
You guys are fond of doing this thing. Una see new person. Now there you go see Black Panther. I want to talk on my Yukorion. I want to talk about
Mr.
this. I
Niger
want
was,
to
No,
forget the person.
Mr.
I've not
Jonathan,
even, I've
there's
not
no
even
life
finished
for you
talking
now.
myself.
There's
Mr.
some
Niger
new
was
persons
that.
on the panel.
Everyone will still have 3 minutes
You know,
more.
Okay, let me round up.
Manuel, please round
I
up
don't,
and let's come to Madam Luke.
okay, I don't want to join the woto process that they are giving Mr. Jonathan. So I want to focus on the Edo people. Edo people, please, Olumide Akpata is the only one that can solve all the Edo issue. Pata. He will clear it by the way. Every political issue, economic issue, legal issue that has been there in Benin, in Edo State, Olumide Akpata has all it takes to bring it to a halt. So that day, please vote Mama, Papa, and Pekin, which is Labour Party. You might not see, you are not going to see Olumide Akpata there. What you see is LP. Please press that thumbprint to in LP. It is either LP or nothing else. All these PDAPC, we don't need them. We've tested them and they have shown us their color. So please, all road lead to LP, Olimide Akpata, to come and Akpatanize all the problems in Edo State. So every issue in Edo State, he will solve them and they will disappear. Pata. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Madam Luke, you are welcome to the panel.
Thank you. It's been a while. I greet you all. All protocols duly.
Welcome.
Thank you. Now walk home, you. All protocols duly observed, to use my man, Dr. CM.
Thank you, Madam Luke. It's good to have you on the show. Good evening, ma'am.
It's good. Oh, I always come late. So by the time I come, I don't give final submission. But today now, I go into extension with Oga Jonathan.
The more you look, the more you see Akpata. The more you look, the more you see Akpata. The more you look, you go see Akpata. The more you look, you go see Akpata.
All you have is bandwagon.
Yes,
the more you see, you go see Akpata. The more you look, you go see Akpata. You don't see whether you know. The more you look, you go see Akpata. The more you look, you go see Akpata. The more you look, you go see Akpata. The more you look, hey, Ogami, it's an indictment.
Mr. Jonathan don't collect small today.
It's
No,
not.
I don't collect anything. This is a
You
bandwagon.
never collect. I want prove that thing when they talk wrong.
This is a bandwagon.
The more you look, you see Akpata. The more you look, you see Akpata. The more you look, you see Akpata.
And now that you see, it is all good. You see, I want to start with. I won't talk very much. I want to start with that our you know what you guys have discussed throughout today. I was listening and I was just getting so. I think it's a mixture of being upset and being depressed, because I don't know how we can be so wicked to ourselves. I've been trying to understand it and I cannot understand it. Tax here, tax there, tax here. What is it? Can't we for once think about how to better the lives of the people? But I'm not surprised when you have somebody who doesn't even, have the slightest idea of how to govern, makes his way to the seat of power. What do you expect? And on the other hand, I'm so pained that we as Nigerians, and I'm not even going to excuse myself, we cannot do anything to fight back. Protest for where? Sit down at home. We have to do something. Today, all I was dreaming about, and I will not even say it online because I know it's not going to sit well. But I don't understand how we can have our hands tied and then we still cannot say nothing. We cannot talk. The little we're saying here will be gagged. And it is so depressing. How do we get out of this mess? What is the solution to get out of this mess? And I think, as Mr. Naja once said, there is no hope. There is no solution. It keeps getting worse. You see, they're not stealing for highway to fraud. They are taxing for this. Shatima and his band of thieves have gone out to go and establish their loot and enjoy themselves. And the people are suffering. When they throw one bomb, they will escape. Let douse the fire and then come back. It is so unfortunate. But then coming to this Edo State thing, I will not say much because I have declared my candidate. Like Mr. Mandate said, the more you look, you see Akpata. The less you look, you see Akpata. My problem with Mr. Jonathan is that I don't know how you can sit here and talk, what will I say, futuristically. You want them to predict the future. Does any politician have a Pandora's box? You want him to declare. Were you not here when he came? And what is better than the declaration that he did when he came up here? Even when Nasua Godalo came, he did his own part. It was the same promises. But that is what campaign is all about. You make promises. And then when you get there, and if you don't do what you're supposed to do, then we hold it against you. But you can't just say, start talking. Did Mr. Alex Otti not promise? Is he not doing what he promised? So you want them to be quiet, but to reveal who they're going to work with. But I want to tell you, whether he picks who he's going to work with, that's going to be by your standards. It's not the whole world standards. So you cannot force the whole world to see things through your own eyes. And this is how he should do it. This is how he should do it. This is how he should do it. Perhaps you should have run for the governorship seat, and then you can do it the way you want to do it. But he's doing it his own way. But you're here trying to tell him what to do because he's the one wearing the shoe. He's the one down in Edo State. He's an Edo indigene. He knows what kind of politics. And I asked him specifically when he was here. I said, you are aware there's going to be a rigging machine in Edo State? I asked him specifically because I know what happened during the elections. Agbadon did not win, but INEC took it away from him. And he answered wisely, I am aware, but I'm not bothered. Where did you hear when he gave his submission and when he said all he had to say? What else do you want from him? To not declare his cabinet. Do you know once you declare your cabinet, you will disenfranchise a lot of people? You're setting yourself up to fail. So why you haven't chosen your candidate, it's okay. You can keep that to yourself. It's fine. But none of them is good enough for you right now. But out of those ones that have projected themselves, one of them is going to rule Edo State. So what are you going to say? So none of them is good enough for you? Well, one of them is good enough for us. So, but don't force other people to see through your own eyes. Or keep an open mind like everybody else is doing. Mr. Niger Watch is keeping an open mind. Why don't you keep an open mind too? But saying he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. Are they conforming to your standards? So please, cut him some slack. And every other candidate, cut them some slack. They're campaigning. We'll have time to listen to all of them. Thank you.
Can I respond now? Now that the
30
two
seconds.
No, 30 seconds. So.
It's an indictment on you.
Let me respond briefly.
It's an indictment on you.
Wait, I will come to you with your mandate. I will come to you because you people can't allow us to speak in order. Let me quickly respond. Just a short one to Madam Luke. And it is this. Yes, candidate must conform to what I demand from them. Yes, that's an emphatic yes. I'm not going to debate that with you. Yes, candidate must conform to what the people want. Yes, it is an emphatic yes. No, I don't want to discuss that. You see, and again to Mr. F. Emmanuel, that you don't need to know anybody before you can support him. That's an emphatic no. Candidates and citizens must know the people they want to support, they want to vote for. The level of knowing may not be the same. That is what is called informed electorate. You must know.
Mr. Jonathan, round up.
It may not be at the same level. You may have a better or higher understanding of the candidate than me or than other people, but everybody must know who you are voting for. You are not going there blinded.
Okay, Jonathan, let me correct that notion. I say you don't need to know
No, I wrote it
everything.
down. I wrote what you said down. What for
I said
what?
everything
Thank you.
about the
Mr.
candidate.
Jonathan, thank you.
Remember, Mr. Dublin,
Can I speak, please?
Mr.
I want to
Jonathan,
speak
you
so that
don't follow the rules. What is the problem?
No.
10
There's
seconds.
nothing. Don't say that on me.
oh, Mr. Jonathan, 30 seconds now. You are done now.
I allowed you 1 hour, 1 minute and 30 seconds.
No. But I was interrupted now. Mr. Chris Dublin, see, you are not being
Okay,
fair.
land. Mr. Dublin, let her land.
You cannot be an anchor because you have a candidate you are supporting. So you can't be fair. I put that on you. You said I should talk for 30
Okay, don't worry about that. Land now, land.
I've landed. I'm
That was what
Can I speak, please?
Don't let them bugaboo you. That was what they did to Kachi yesterday.
Give us Amando. Relax now.
Black Panther, after F. Emmanuel, please. I gave F. Emmanuel 10 seconds. I gave Mr. Jonathan 30 seconds. Yet I was unfair. F. Emmanuel, speak.
Okay, thank you, Sir Chris Dublin. Well, here is the thing that, going by Jonathan's standard, like I said, I was following based on what he said. That's why I said you don't need to know everything about an individual or a candidate before you vote for him. The little you know is enough. We are human beings. Human beings is dynamic in nature. It can change. So I cited the example. I said, okay, look at all the experienced politicians that we have known them that have an antecedent in the past. What have they eventually given to us? That's the point I made. So even the way in and out, what happened, how far, how market, so that's just it.
Emmanuel.
Yeah, thank you.
Black Panther, the floor is yours now. 2 minutes.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, you got Mr. F. Emmanuel wrongly because he opened it. He opened your knowing the governor to by percentage. That is what he was trying to tell us all. Now, Mr. Jonathan, the man Akpata is a new breed coming from a place, a position where he has seen the Edo State politicking, and he has come forth to say, I despise the governance system of this present governor. I despise in totality of it. And he came out and he gave his reason for it. And now, I tell you again, no politicians in America will bring his members of cabinet. Let me tell you how politics is played in America. Look, the press has a way of gagging the politicians and postulating their own candidate for a specific position, and they will coin it when they are questioning the candidate. And the next day you hear in the press, oh, he has in mind to choose so person as his candidate for Secretary of State. That's exactly what they are doing now in the vice president of Donald Trump. The press have gagged him up and they brought forth 3 candidates and they are saying he's eyeing a black man. And the black man could not state it. He said no. That you press are trying to make a pronouncement that the candidate cannot do because it's going to break the political party and the interest of individuals in the political space. That, I repeat again, if you bring forth your selected whatsoever you have just spoken, it's a political suicide in any ramification. It's a simple thing in politics. You don't bring your candidate that will sit as your ministers right before you are elected into an office because that is not ethical for you to do that.
Black Panther, round up, 10 seconds.
All
sorry,
right.
I also
So, as I'm saying, Olumide Akpata is a very wise man, a sound man, and the only lawyer without having that position of an SAN to boldly contest with SANs to get that presidency. And he went there, he did something that is mind-blowing. He let
1.something billion in the coffin of the NBA, and that has never been done in Africa before.
Now, that's why I say you are unfair.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Nanjawas. Take over.
All right.
Mr. Nanjawas, I beg,
Thank
take
you.
over.
All right, thank you, my people. No 1 minute anymore. I beg.
All of them, Gemini. Only never guess now.
Then you talk, sis. Okay, go ahead with your 1 minute.
You have been talking since. You have been
talking. I was interjecting now.
Okay, give us a mandate. Go ahead, 1 minute.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, sir. Well, I mean, Edolites, please make una pay attention. Make una pay attention. Olumide Ozaibovu Akpata is the governor. I know that Mr. Jonathan knows him properly and knows him well. He knows him. He has even read about him. What he has scared of is the audacity, the ruggedness, the unwavering attitude and charisma of Akpata. If you can face Buhari, you can face anybody. The only lawyer. Okay, now look at the different son that you have. I mean, you have them today. Money being transferred to the account after they stood for the politicals. So for me, Edolites, please open your eyes. The more you look, the more you see Akpata. The more you look, the more you see Akpata. The more you look, you see Akpata, and then you do it. You come vote for Akpata. So I'm praying for that. Let me your governor. Thank you very much. Have a blessed night. Bye.
Thank you, Madam Luke. Please give us your final submission. 1 minute, man.
Okay. All right, final submission. Well, I don't know what to say, because there's a dark cloud over the Nigerian political horizon. We're not even going to go through the social or economic sector. But over that, anything about Nigerian politics is sickening, because the people are always going to be disenfranchised. And I know the record Edo State has. The only reason that they did not pay attention is because of it was presidential. Now that it's the governorship election, you will see the true color of PDAPC come out. But I'm going to stay with Barrister Olumide Akpata. I am aware, but I'm not bothered. Thank you, my people.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right, guys. We'll come to the end of the broadcast. It's been a long day.
Nigel, you not give me
Mr.
1
Elvis,
minute.
you don't want me to respond, Mr. Elvis.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, 1 minute, please. You know you don't keep to your 1 minute, Mr. Jonathan. Please, I don't want to
you not give me 1 minute.
1 minute.
Okay, let Mr. Jonathan talk first. Mr. Jonathan, 1 minute, please.
Just two things that I will say to Black Panther. Number one, on that position that you are taking, that president don't say or candidate don't say or they don't mention who will work with them, you are on the wrong side of history. Just forget that. There is no time on this platform to discuss that. You are completely on
you are wrong. You are wrong. You don't know the politics of America. You are wrong.
You are taking my 1 minute now. The vice
Canada
president.
politics.
Let him talk now, please.
The current vice president of United States, Kamala Harris, Biden, when he announced his candidacy, he said, my vice president is going to be a woman and is going to be a Black woman, on record. Biden, when he was campaigning, he said, I'm going to nominate the first Black defense secretary. And today, we have Lloyd as the defense secretary of United States, an African American. It's on record. These are facts. Okay? So my position on Olumide Akpata is very clear. I've seen it before. I'm a Nigerian. Over and over again. Candidate must let us know who will work with them. Nobody is going to put a gun on your head. Sorry for using that word. That you must name A as this, as that. But you can give us an idea, a pool of people. Pool. When I say pool, you can say from this 10, we can't do it the same way and expecting a different result. That is my position. And candidates know that. If they like, they can continue to politicize it,
All right.
and we'll continue to see the same result. Thank you very much.
Mr. Niger Watch, can you give me 30 seconds?
No, not yet. Mr. Chris, please.
I beg, because I will need that 30 seconds. What you just said is wrong.
Yes,
Mr. Chris, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. See, good people of Edo State, can you not even see that the kind of people supporting Barrister Olumide Akpata are just everyday organic people? Look at Give Us Our Mandate. Look at Black Panther, who reminded us how Olumide Akpata left 1.5 billion and he was able to be elected as the chairman of Nigerian Bar Association without being a son. Give Us Our Mandate already told us how he fought against the government of Buhari. F. Emmanuel joined his voice. Madam Lu came in and continued in that trajectory. Alex has joined in. Madam Rita has joined in. You see, it is everyday people that mean well for you and I that are supporting Olumide Akpata. If you see the people supporting the PDP and the APC, they have some form of vested interest. And I'm very sure all of us here, these names that I've mentioned, they may not have any affiliations with Labour Party. They have zero affiliation. I'm sure of that. So it's a clear-cut, it's so open that people supporting Olumide Akpata are the people, just everyday people that want good governance. As for me, I want to state it here again, that I have gotten zero contact with Labour Party, with Olumide Akpata, with their campaign organization, zero contact. If you can prove anything that I have any contact with them, I stop campaigning. Zero contact. So we are just people that want something good for the state. A clear departure from what used to be to what we are supposed to have, to where we are expected to be. It is painful. The moral decadence in our society, the economic decadence. Is it the political thuggery and thievery that Madam Luke already talked about? No, we can't continue like that. The PDP did it in the last local government election. Look at how they handled that election. We can't trust the future of our children and our children's children in the hands of these people. We have to give our children a fighting stance. And the time is now to prove that. We must give our children a fighting chance. It is time we do that. This is the right time. Let's prove through the Edo State election that the votes they stole from Plateau, Nasarawa, Lagos, Kaduna, Kebbi, Yobe, we can replicate them again in Edo State election. Vote wisely. Vote Olumide Akpata. Vote Labour Party. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Black Panther, please. 1 minute.
Yeah, I want to respond to Mr. Jonathan's rhetoric. Mr. Jonathan, there is no time, never a time that President Biden stand on a rostrum and told the people that this time I'm going to pick a black man. Until the last day, wait. I voted for him. I campaigned for him. The last day, they proposed 3 candidates and a black woman was there. Then on the last day, he now spoke, which was televised, where he said, I am going to choose the first black woman to become a vice president. All of us now knew that it was Kamala that is going to choose. So what rhetoric are you trying to play? A man will come and tell you that the Secretary of Defense is so name. It's never done in American politics.
He didn't mention
it's going to be a woman. Wait. Name you were saying.
He said
a female or a male.
Please, I'm not. This is not even the word you use, rhetorics. Please take that back. There's no rhetorics here.
No rhetorics. Your words.
My words are not rhetorics. What rhetorics?
What?
See,
your words look like rhetoric.
What he said
is that you are digressing.
He's going to be a black man.
He did not say it until the last day when he was making that phone call.
He said he's going to be a black man on campaign, during the campaign. What are you telling me?
No.
He said so. You can't.
Mr. Jonathan, please. I'm not going to argue with you.
You are arguing already.
To the press. When you listen to the press, in Canada.
What are you talking about, Seth? He said
now, when you listen to the press in Canada, they tell you what they want you to hear. We are on ground here.
Listen to the press in Canada. I'm at the same network you are watching in the United States. I'm watching.
Jonathan, what they do, the press make proposals.
No, that is not the president. Don't say that. Don't tell me that. You can say that.
The press
doesn't know politics.
Listen, make you hear me well. The press always bring forward, use that list to guide the candidate to a point whereby the candidate will force the candidate to say who they want.
Do you know how that emanates? If you know the history, how Mr. Biden
Jonathan,
got to
Mr.
that point.
Jonathan, Biden did not campaign with, I bring the first black president, black vice president, female. If he had done that, he would have failed.
He said he's going to be a woman. He will nominate a black
Say he's going to be a woman.
And he said that he's going to nominate
All right, 1 minute,
that
1
man
minute.
as the defense secretary.
Jonathan,
He didn't mention name.
ask Madam Luke. Madam Luke, answer Mr. Jonathan, please. Maybe I'm lying.
See, majority does not all the time confirm.
No, you are not lying. You are not lying.
Majority.
Maybe he say, I think I'm lying. That he will stand on the rostrum and said, I am going to pick a female. Who is going to vote for him? Do you think America likes to bring female as president?
No, he didn't do that. He didn't do that.
I will bring, see what you are saying. What you are saying is not correct. You can say it all long. You see, majority all the time does not mean that it is right. You know, you people can say all of this and say you are looking for somebody to affirm.
I didn't say majority. I said it should. If I'm lying, correct me. She's here in America.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this: that politicians do that. They let us know who their candidate or who they will nominate for specific.
They would never let you. They would never let you know.
They will never let you know.
See. Let me tell you.
You are missing
It is the press that are gagging them. It is the press.
Let me tell you. What are you saying? The press gagging them.
It is the press that are gagging them now.
It happens all over in normal countries. It happens. It's only in Nigeria. Why are you people, because you are supporting a candidate now, you are moving away from what?
I'm not supporting. No, supporting a candidate.
Come back here again. You will come back here again when it suits you.
America's president that will tell you that I am going to pick a Kamala Harrison.
See,
say that
politicians does this over and over again in normal climate.
Mr. Jonathan, in all sincerity, how can you use that standard? How can you use that standard against the candidate?
Align with you, and I've said it. The area I can align with you is the fact when you say politicians bring out a pool of individuals. They are not going to mention names, the specific name, but the politician will say, from these 10 individuals, one of these people is going to be my chief of staff. I'm going to nominate
your word now. Why are you changing it?
No. I've said it over and over again. Let them play this.
You were mentioning name. You were holding name. Name.
No. I've said it. Maybe you are not listening. That is why listening is very.
Everybody can bear weakness.
Even when I'm saying politicians can see at the minimum. When you say they are gagging them, press is gagging them. What smart politician does is that they come out with a pool of names so that these people, you can vet them. It gives you a sense of who the person is. It tells you the type of people. And a governor at the end of the day will appoint nothing less than 300 to 400 people. How can he not tell us 5? Are you telling me that the entire 500 will be given to him by his political party?
Mr. Jonathan, you cannot play American politics with Nigerian politics. It will never work.
Development of America in Nigeria then? Why are you expecting development of
America? They are different people. They are different people.
What are you saying?
You don't have the right because you've not even declared your candidate. You don't have, you don't have the political right.
To that point, that you can't
force. You can never get a candidate if you are going that way.
Right yet.
You want
why? Okay, Mr. Jonathan. Why are you not talking about
Nigeria? I also want good Edo State.
Why are you not talking about Barrister?
So you cannot tell me that you are a saint here. You are not a damn saint here. What,
Mr. Jonathan? We can argue what you are saying here, and I'm going to ground you point blank with the public listening to us.
How?
One. Let me tell you how. One. Nigeria is wait now. Let me tell you how. Nigeria is made up of 300 ethnic groups.
And so,
Nigerian, if you look, wait. You don't go hear me out.
Oh, see, I will stop you each time I find
ground you. Let me ground you in this one that you are talking.
You can't ground me because what you are saying is
faulty. Now, let me ground you.
Because at the end
can
of the
argue.
day, at the end
Let
of
me
the
ground
day,
you.
you want development.
Look,
and you want
Mr. Jonathan, Mr.
person in
Jonathan,
America. You've
Jonathan.
spoken today about the elite in northern Nigeria. You've spoken today about the Arewas.
Mr. Jonathan,
See,
the mindset of individual Nigerian was their political leaders different from the American people. The mindset of the politicians in Nigeria is different from the American politicians. And again, Nigerian politics, we are fixing it. We are still fixing it.
you see where you are
It's
faulty.
already fixed.
Where you are faulty
They
now.
are developing on the wait now.
You are going in and out.
Because you want to infuse faulty analysis. I can't allow that.
Using anything now. Let the people hear me out now.
If I'm not part of the discussion, I'll keep my mouth shut. See,
don't
tell me when you in one mouth you are saying Nigerian politicians are different from American politicians. In another,
because of their mindset.
The same development they are seeing in America, you want those same Nigerian politicians that are different to bring the same development to Nigeria. Don't you see your contradiction?
See, Mr. Jonathan, I'm not contradicting myself. I am speaking directly to your word that you spoke here.
Which is
tackling that word that you spoke here.
Which is what?
You are saying in holistically that Nigerian politicians are the same as the American politicians.
You have to differentiate yourself. Even
wait, Mister, you cannot coin me. I am speaking what you have spoken. I am explaining it to the people. I am telling you that the Nigerian mindset, the American mindset are different. And come to think about it, you cannot bring your cabinet list in Nigeria concept.
Cabinet list.
Wait now. Wait. You were saying
don't say that and go away with it. That's not what I'm saying.
So saying that you should mention the candidate is going to sit as so position.
Saying is, see, if you don't listen
but that was what you said.
Was
that not what you are saying?
That's not what I'm saying. Because
the
reason is because
give us a mandate, give him. You don't retrieve him. You don't retrieve him. You don't retrieve him.
When
you are saying
set mind already, you cannot listen very well.
Mr. Jonathan,
already faulty.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan, let me tell you one last word. Thank you for retrieving that word.
That what?
I'm not saying that he should pick a candidate.
He should, but I'm not saying
that, don't say he should. This is should. Now they make it the best. Don't say he should.
Why?
Because you cannot compel him.
Why should he not? Why should he not? Why should he
when
not?
He has the political leaders.
Why are you compelling a constitutional reform on Nigerians?
No. Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Jonathan, let's press on the constitution. The governor or the person that wants to be a governor has the right to pick some positions in his cabinet. And that right, if he juxtapose that right and use that right at the wrong time when he's campaigning, he might contradict his own election and make him not to be voted for. Because one, Nigeria is tribalistic. Everyone wants his tribe to be on top. That is why he must keep to that until he's given the right to be the governor. Then he can pick his candidate, his secretary from any post anywhere, because he has the sole right to do that.
You claim to know Nigerian politics.
I'll tell you what the Nigerian politics is all about.
Wait.
Involved in it before.
That is what you think. You believe Nigerian politics.
I think that is what they do.
Wait now.
I don't think it.
Okay. Fine. Why you are saying that politicians should not do that? That is exactly what they are doing backdoor during the campaign. They are completing everything.
How do you know they are backdoor?
Wait now. They are negotiating. They have sold Nigerians out during the campaign without the people knowing it.
Jonathan, you can't compare PDP, APC with a Labour Party now. The proof is there on the system now.
Are you kidding me now? How will you know if they can? See,
because OT is a member of Labour Party.
acting on their constitution.
You know why? You know why? I will encourage everybody. Let me just end it on this so that we don't take
That is how you know. That's
No,
how you
let
know
me
a
end it
good
on
party.
this. Let me end it on this.
Mr. Jonathan, you
I will
cannot
encourage
hide.
everyone.
You
Mr.
cannot
Black,
hide.
Fine,
You cannot
fine.
hide.
Let me just say this finally, and I will keep my mouth shut for the day. Let me just, regardless what anybody will say, I will just keep my mouth shut. I will encourage every one of us to go and read the manifesto of Alex Otti during his campaign before we talk on this matter again. If we can all agree on that, please go and find it out. Nobody is going to send it to you. If you claim you know Alex Otti, if you claim that you agree on what Alex Otti is doing now in Abia State, please go and find it out yourself. Read the manifesto of Alex Otti, the commitment that he made to the people of Abia State during his campaign, and then you and I can come back and talk about this.
Okay, let me tell you. Let me say this last word. Constitute the manifesto of Alex Otti goes around and point to one arrow, and it is the ideal of.
Have you read it?
And
Yes or no,
wait
sir?
now. Let me land. 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 Let me land.
Answer
The
the question.
ideal.
It's a
Let
yes
me
or no
land.
one.
I beg. Let me
First
land.
one.
Allowed
It's
to
the
speak.
first one.
Let me
Have
land.
you read
And
it?
the ideal. Wait now.
No. Please answer
The
me now. So
manifest.
that
Wait now. Let me land. My last word.
Have you read
No.
Alex Otti
My last
manifesto?
word. My last word. My last word too. The manifesto of Otti goes around Labour Party and point its arrow direct on the ideal of Labour Party. And what is the ideal of Labour Party? It is called the social democracy. The people owns it, and you must give it back to the people. That is what. Wait now. You do the gag.
Okay.
That is why our Labour Party for the governorship election in Edo State going to bring out its manifesto, and you will now compare it. I want you to compare it with the ideal of Labour Party and compare it with what Alex Otti is doing and tell me the difference. Because they all point on one arrow.
Have you
That
read
social
it? Now, it's a
democracy.
simple question. Have you read
When it will come out to the public, you will read it to us.
I said Alex Otti. Alex Otti.
Yes, not as yes. That I know what you are saying. I'm telling you that if Akpata brings his own, you will see it and you will tell me the difference.
Mr. Black Panther, is a yes or no? I read it to
What?
have not. Mr. Give us a mandate. The question goes to you, to Mr. Chris Dublin. Have you read Alex Otti manifesto?
All right. Thank you. Amashola, you're just coming in. You have only 2 minutes.
Let me just say my final word. Nigerians, this CBN Act, which they are trying to impose on you, if you like, sit down in the house. It is going to crash a lot of business. It's going to affect POS business. It's going to affect a lot of people. So if you like and you enjoy this government, just sit down at home and be grumbling. The ones that know how to use phone to press rubbish, press. The one that know how to do TikTok videos, continue. It does not affect me. It does not affect anybody that is abroad. The highest is that you will not see we transferring money to Nigeria again. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. My people, please, let's round up. If we have to continue back to back, this argument might not end. I want to appreciate every one of you. Let's continue again tomorrow from where we stop. I appreciate every one of you. As you all know, I'm supposed to have ended this show since, but I'm just here listening to you guys, discussing with yourselves. I put it like that. As you all know, on this platform, we agree to disagree. We disagree to agree. That's what we're doing here. So sometimes I'm happy, or rather, I prefer listening to you guys than me being on the front line talking. Thank you very much, my people. And God, I will bless you. Now, those of you that are still on the panel right now, thank you, Black Panther. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Give us a mother, God, Chris, Abdul, Madam Luke. It's good to have you on the show. And Mr. Amashola, it's good that you came in as well to quickly put this through. I'd like to appreciate those of you that supported the channel today. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. And God, I will bless you now. We have 3 of you right there: Peggy Modi, Stella Macevedo, and Oscar Blackmore. And God, I will bless you, all my people. And those of you that called into the show today, God bless you all, my people. Madam Origin, Ogashi Mize, and many others that called in. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. Thank you very much, Abu Azi. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Madam Moni Alagbian. God bless you, man. Thank you, Madam Rita. God bless you. It's good to hear from you. We don't close on Madam Rita, they come. Wow. Ray Abua, thank you very much. Tony Africa, can see right there. Thank you, Bryce Strasser. Thank you, Martina Obasu TV. Thank you very much, Madam Iris Finance. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone right there. And God will bless you now. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Please, let's continue again from where we stop. Then tomorrow, we can gather here again. And God will bless our people. Please allow me to end this show right now. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Good night and bye for now.
Oh, yeah.